This past week on Pod Awful, we talked about boomer bait, the AI scourge that is taking over and murdering your grandpa's YouTube timeline, apparently, this YouTube feed. They love Barron Trump singing. We've also been talking about Comicsgate and the Dabbleverse. This boomer bait thing it's a real scourge on the internet. Of course, it creates slop tent, it creates non-tent. But also, it is, it's hurting my dad. I'm scared that my dad, I'm going to find out one day, he's like, you heard of this Opie and Anthony? And I'm going to be like, uh-oh. I don't know if you're allowed to put your dad down, but maybe you take him to a vet or something. So I decided, maybe what we should do in this episode of Pizza Party. I decided we're going to go over a little topic I like to call iPad baby boomers. Everybody talks about iPad babies. They want to give the newest generation a bunch of shit. Well, go take a look in the nursing home. Guess who else is whining all the time, wearing diapers, and scrolling through the absolute worst content, the hellhole rabbit hole that is the digital litter of the internet? No, I'm not just talking about Red Bar. I'm also talking about the elderly iPad baby boomers. Let's go.
Let's go.
You're reading what a bunch of henchmen with a bunch of bloody knives allowed in this book, not what was written.
Okay. It's a little much. All right. Welcome to Pod Awful Pizza Party, Episode 2. I'm your host, Jesse P.S. This issue, we also have the henchmen, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
Contributing with us. And by the way, if you've got a camera, by the way, fire it up. We're live. Podawful.tv. Contributing tonight, we've got Cole. He'll be talking a little too much. Hi, Cole. We've got who else we got? Oh my gosh, Corey, you're here. What
Hello.
the
Hey,
heck? You're awake at this time? That is insane. Sorry, I jumped ahead here. I was so surprised by Corey's presence. I can't even believe it.
I love you too.
Oh, I didn't fucking say anything about loving anybody. I mean,
I know what's in your heart.
Oh my God, my goo! Ah! No wonder.
It's your goo, Cole.
Oh my God. No wonder I couldn't get the show started on time. I knew something was wrong. My goo is not warm. This is disgusting. Who else we got here? We got Despite. Hi, Despite.
Hi, Jesse.
There we go. We got Urkawit, I like to call him. Urkawit. Hi, Urkawit. Please do not click your knife all show. We've got Glunt hiding in the dark, looking like some sort of scary.
Buenos noches.
Yes. Okay. That's an odd way to greet us all, to be sure. You're a copy pasta, creepy pasta man. We have, speaking of pasta, Jared is contributing tonight. Hi, Jared. Shadow War Triangulator, who right before the show, everybody said this looks exactly like well-known pedophile MC Lane.
Sorry, Shadow.
Yeah,
Happy to be here.
Yeah. And then also rounding us out here, too scared to come on cam, we've got Chris. Cast Iron. Who else we got? Chaffin Koch. We've got LM Dozer. We got Lundy. We got Scampus. We got Stella and Stribs.
Hello.
Well, the gang's all here, everybody. We're all here.
Yes.
And we've also had some submissions here contributed from some folks who aren't even here with us right now. We're going to go through all of this in just a second. But before we do, let's start with this. I receive a lot of hate mail online. I've been meaning to make this a segment forever now. And it's time. We're officially doing it in the PODAWFUL pizza party. Oh, by the way, my pizza. Oh, I should have brought this up. My pizza. The pizza for today, Little Caesars. Slight improvement from last week. It's no longer a frozen pizza. Little Caesars. It's the best value in pizza, it says. This thing.
Doing a pinch.
Wow. Yes, exactly. This is middle school birthday party pizza. It tastes like every birthday party you've ever been to. You know what's crazy is this pizza, it was fresh. It was not hot and ready. That's a fresh one. And it still tastes hot and ready. Can you believe that?
I love those.
And I was thinking about this, by the way. I was thinking about the hot and ready thing. I was thinking about, how every single place after Kahuna virus, remember Kahuna virus? Every single place decided that in their parking lot, they've got a whole row of spaces right up front that are for curbside delivery. You know what I'm talking about? Every place you go to, a Walmart,
Parking spots.
a pizza place. It doesn't matter if it's a pizza place in fucking Lodi, New Jersey. There's a guy behind a dumpster back there. He's coming up with the greatest comic book of all time. You'll never see it, but he's coming up with it. He's coming up with a lot of things. And they've got these parking spots. And here's the thing, I don't know if people realize this or not. It's always the most primo spot are now taken up by the, you're supposed to text them, I'm here or whatever, signs. And I realized something. You guys ever think about this? Those signs aren't legal.
Mm-hmm.
That is not a law. You can park in them whenever you want.
Yeah. They're not handicap spots.
So this is a primo tip for everybody out there. This is like an amazing little tip. Parking them.
PODAWFUL one. PODAWFUL one.
Yeah.
I always intentionally, when I go to the hardware store, park in the spots to charge the electric cars, even though I don't have them.
There is no law against it. You can just do it. And by the way, reserved for combat, wounded combat veterans. Find me the fucking statute on that one. That is, there's never anybody parked in these spots. They're the most primo. They're right up front. Just parking them. I'll even tell you this one. Now, this one's dicey. You're playing with fire, but I think you can get away with it. The reserved for our friends in law enforcement spot. That now in your mind you go, well, that's got to be a law because it's law enforcement. It isn't. You can look in your local statutes and provisions may vary. Your mileage may vary on this. I anal. Okay,
Guess I'll do you one better.
Law enforcement parking,
there's some places that have special reserve parking signs that say for pregnant or expectant mothers.
You cannot.
Who are they to tell you that you can't?
You
get
can be a pregnant
nowadays?
man. You 100% can be a pregnant man nowadays. And I have 100%. You know what it'll say? It'll say for pregnant mothers or parents with children. That's what it'll usually say. So I'm like, I got kids. I don't have them with me, but I've got kids. I'm allowed to park here. I mean, what are you gonna do? You're gonna deny me? Here, look in my wallet, and then 100 photos fall out. And it's all just me in the boudoir posing, and I go, "Oops, wrong wallet!" And I throw it away. But yeah, you're allowed, guys. You're allowed. All right. Jesse's pizza tips. These are my pizza tips. Yeah.
There's a parking spot at my local grocery store, and it says reserved for employee of the month, but reserved is in quotation.
Yes, that's nice. Here's what we need to do. We need to print out a bunch of quote stickers, quote mark stickers, and put them up around all of those signs. Every one of those signs you see, just right around the reserved, right around the for. Okay, yeah, that's actually a great plan. That's part of Project JK Ultra coming up very soon. So, anyway, tonight on the show, somebody will win a free pizza.
I got excited, very excited to see all of this.
It will be this pizza, and this pizza is like, I mean, what a fucking, this was soup, basically. You can't really tell. This was a liquid cheese, uncooked mess. It's so messy. I would be eating it on the show, you know, for the joke, but I can't. It's going to get everywhere. I was forced to eat pizza, and I hate to even admit this, with a knife and fucking fork.
I'm a killer gorilla.
Yeah, it's not acceptable. So next week.
I also got Little Caesars today, and it was kind of a soupy mess.
There is a thing about Little Caesars where it does, like, sometimes it fucking hits the spot. It's like, it's enough. Sometimes it's enough, and you can just be
Even
fine.
soupy.
You don't need Little Caesars. If you live in a place where there isn't a Little Caesars, you start to miss it. You start to go, you know, I have to get all this stuff special shipped to the moon, so it's a real nightmare. But with a Little Caesars, you might live somewhere they don't have it. Maybe they've never had it. Maybe you've never had it before. If you've never had it before, you don't know what you're missing. It's bad. Okay? It is not good pizza. But if you grew up eating it, you know, it's one of those nostalgia mental illness things where you eat it and you go, I was at a roller rink once for Bobby's birthday, and man, I packed away because it was free. You know what it is? It tastes like free pizza, which is, it's the best type of pizza. The best type of pizza is free pizza. It has a different taste. All of a sudden, you're a lot hungrier when the pizza's free. And by the way,
and
again,
it's always in my budget.
Somebody will be winning a free pizza tonight on the program. So let's get into this hate mail segment. We should have I need a little jingle for hate mail. You know, we have an entire section in the Discord. By the way, if you want to join in with us here, you got to be a pizza funder to join in on the pizza party episodes. But if you're in the pizza fund, join us in the Dregs Hangout in the Pod Awful Cult. Quick bump.
I love bumps.
Is this a cult if I ever heard?
Pop open a Dr. Pepper, too.
It's a cult. I mean, it's a cult.
The key bump.
Oh, sweet release. That's good. Sorry, I was drinking Dr. Pepper. Okay, so.
Awesome.
We got a whole section in our Discord here called Hate Mail. If you're in the Pizza Fund, I might move that to the free section. I might have it so that anybody, when they first join, can leave hate mail in there. So we have just spurg outs in a hate mail section. That actually probably makes a lot more sense. It's an idea I had earlier today. I've been meaning to read these hate mails on the show forever. Every once in a while, I'll do it. I got a good one here. All of this Comicsgate stuff. You know, I'm the king of Comicsgate now. And as the king, I am abdicating my throne. This is one of those things where, you know, it's like when a libertarian becomes a politician and he's like, my job is I'll do nothing. There, I fixed everything. That's what I'm doing with Comicsgate. I became the king, and now I've crashed the fucking ship, and it's over. That's it. Comicsgate is done. Okay, Comics Goat is where it's at now. PodAwful.shop, buy a shirt. Check this out. So I think I told you the last episode on the last pizza party that I had this Indian guy losing his mind on me constantly. And then we had this frog guy. I showed you the frog guy. Well, now I got a new guy. This guy's called Cisco Beast. Okay. And this guy is not happy with my most recent coverage. You know, on the Primo Ep, we talked about Dan Fraga's little mishap.
Mm-hmm.
And now I thought I was pretty clear about this. Maybe you guys tell me. I thought it was pretty obvious that, I said he probably shouldn't have gotten his kids to yell throat goat in the car. That kind of makes you look bad as a guy. And
you said that several times.
Yeah, I said it a lot. And I made fun of it quite a bit. The only thing I said in its defense was, there's a lot of people out there who suddenly are experts on child blowjobs. And my only point was, I don't think the kid was mimicking. I don't think they even knew what throat goat meant. I got to be honest with you. I realized this just the other day. I don't think most of the people sharing the throat goat meme knows what throat goat means. I don't think they know what goat means greatest of all time. I think they think it's a literal goat. Like, in their mind, a goat eats tin cans and garbage, so it'll suck a cock. One of the second toothiest blowjob you could get after Chrissy Mayer. So I don't believe these children knew. And I spoke. Now, here's the craziest part. So Dan Fraga, the throat goat guy. Now, I got no problem with this guy. Again, don't do that with your kids. But I don't have a problem. I don't know anything about the dude. And apparently, until like the other day, he was friends with the throat goat. So I don't know where this came from. I think this is out of left field for everybody, and they don't know how to handle this right now. Fraga joined the Pizza Fund to watch that episode, and then he bought the Comics Goat shirt. And then he sent me a message today, and I appreciate all that and everything, but he sent me a message today, and he's like, I don't want to show, maybe he doesn't want me showing this. I'm not going to show it, but I'll just tell you. He sent me a message today. He was like, my wife made me these t-shirts, and they say T&J Pizza. I came for the throat goat, and all I got was this lousy t-shirt, and then in parentheses, to wipe it up with, which is funny.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like,
that's a great shirt. But
then I was like, please do not let your kids wear these. Okay, so I'm as concerned about this as anybody. I'm mostly joking, but again, you just got to think these things through. I mean, the man deleted the tweet, so he knows he fucked up. And I don't think it's just
his
the bad
wife
guy.
is in on the joke now.
If your kids are in on the joke, your wife is in on the joke. I mean, that's skipping a step otherwise. So he responded to me. He said, Jesse, I can't tell if you're being funny or not. I'm like, yeah, hey, welcome to being most of the internet. Yes, the car video was a misstep. That said, I still don't take it back, he says. And he says a few other things. I'm not going to say everything, but he does reiterate, where does he say it? He does say at one point, I said, yeah, I was kidding. It's not that big of a deal. I don't think your kid was mimicking blowing a guy behind a dumpster. And he says they had no idea what I was asking, which, come on. Yeah. That's true in your heart of hearts. Did somebody have a fucking goon alarm going off? Am I the only one that just heard that?
I'm pretty sure I heard it too.
I heard it.
It's Chris again.
No, I have no form of beeping in this room.
I've been hearing it for weeks.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is. I've been hearing it from Chris too. I've heard it from Chris. Chris has a fucking goon alarm going off. I forgot to put the chat on.
It's some sort of squeak. It's not
No, he's goon.
Well, you know how we know
it's too
Chris?
regular.
Because
guys,
Chris lied about being Canadian.
Yep.
So he's lying about the goon alarm.
Yes, sir.
He's gooning.
He's gooning.
Damn it.
So yeah, Fraga's trying to get in good with me because he wants me, he sees a crack. He's like, oh, this guy made fun of me, but he at least he said that my kid's not actually mimicking a blowjob. Every one of the Ethan Van Sciver guys is like, this kid knows how to blow. And so here we've got Cisco Beast. Here's hate mail. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, hate mail. Cisco Beast says, at Cisco Beast on Twitter, by the way, whatever you do with that information is up to you, says, all you retards did, I don't know who all you retards, I'm one guy, says, all you retards did was get underage children to mimic sexual gestures, and it was posted to the internet. Yeah, that's what I was up to. All you guys. There's a video of the man who did it, okay? I didn't have anything to do with that. He says, congratulations, you're not far from being child pornographers. Yikes. Just to dunk on a guy who is not even looking at you at the moment. By the way, Ethan Van Sciver is a known name looker-upper. He's checking on him. He's always watching. You think Pod Awful's always watching. Ethan Van Sciver, if you type his name into a chat room, he's there. In fact, hang on a second. Let me just test something real quick. What's his, does anybody know his handle on YouTube? I want to say it's like Comic Pro something. Anyway, so try this out, guys. If you know his handle in the chat room, hit @ and then the name and see if it auto completes. If it does, he's watching right now. There's a little bit of tricknology for you. Okay. You can find out if somebody's in chat by trying to tag them. If it auto completes, if it shows their name above, then they're in there. He probably isn't because I didn't put his name in the chat, but there's a very strong possibility. So this guy says that we're basically child pornographers. And so I said, did you watch the video? Now you may see where this is going. In fact, I think Cisco Beast saw where this was going because he replied, did you ever make your parents proud? To which I responded, did you watch it? To which he responded, we all saw it, called it for what it was, and now wonder why all you clowns cheer it on. Good job pushing a guy to wreck his own game, I guess. These guys, they're internet points, man. I just hope the kids have no backlash from the... They're having backlash. You're the guy doing the backlash. All the people posting their fucking video and their faces. I didn't post their face. You're the backlash. I hope these kids have no backlash from the actions of stupid adults, Cisco Beast, and those that cheer him on. To which I replied, so you watched child pornography.
Uh-oh.
Then I quote tweeted.
You can't prove anything.
Not a good look.
Listen, if anybody knows, it's Scott. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Scott, my schmoody or whatever Patrick Melton calls it.
Dude, I've been trying to join this thing for the last 30 minutes. No joke. The last 30 minutes. And Urquid just solved everything for me. He solved
what was the problem?
Everything.
What was the problem?
Just arrows and there was arrows. There's arrows in the wrong direction.
Yeah, it was.
I sorted out the arrows. It was arrows.
Well,
It was literally arrows.
Hey, real quick. Did everybody else have a big hard time getting here, or did y'all just instantly join?
Hey, man.
Nope.
I'm a fucking boomer now, man.
No,
I don't know how the internet works.
Well,
I'm a boomer now.
Speaking
you can trick me real easy with arrows.
Speaking of
I
boomers,
think this is Scott's any.
Speaking of, oh my God, we got to talk about Severance. Actually,
Yeah,
Scott's here.
I'm here for the Severance.
We're got to talk about Severance now that Scott's here. But speaking of boomers, let's just go ahead and get to our topic. This is our cover story for this issue. We played a video last time. I think Smokane sent it in.
The jewel Africans.
The jewel Africans. The jewel of the Nile, they called it. It was an AI of a two-headed African child singing on America's Got Talent. And of course,
twice as beautiful.
I looked at that and I went, that's a one-off joke. They're making fun of the Barron Trump thing. There's thousands of those videos. And people, iPad baby boomers, are falling for them. Guess what?
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Smokane didn't make that?
You thought that he made it?
Yeah. I thought he made it.
God.
He found that shit.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So
you're a boomer.
You're telling me there's more.
Hang on a second. You want more? I got more. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 heads are better than 1, but 3 heads? Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah. Check this out.
Good day, everyone.
Fuck.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
No.
Now, let's just start off right away. There's some nice touches here. I haven't pre-watched this, by the way. I'm going in blind. All I saw was the thumbnail, and I went, this is the one. So I like this. They specifically got some sort of Got Talent. Maybe this is Africa's Got Talent, where they've got a black
Africa's
judge.
got heads.
Isn't it? Oh, they got heads for no wonder they're cracking heads open for gold. They've got extra. So they've
Do you
got.
reckon they count each head as a person? Maybe that's why the population's so high in Africa. Do they count each head as a single person?
I wish that was the answer. That would be nice. You would think
in Africa, if a fly can land on it, it's a head.
Yeah. You would think that if that many Africans were putting their heads together, they could come up with running water and electricity. But unfortunately, so this thing, I like that they got this is some effort. They put a black judge in for the African kid. The last one we saw, Simon Cowell, was still there. It's like, well, he's not hanging around the fly-covered mutant. What is he, the Charles Xavier of the singing world? He's like, oh,
now,
shit.
If somebody could find a video with a two-headed judge, that would take it over the edge.
Now, yes, they need to insert a four-headed African judge amongst the rest of them. And they're just judging a normal guy singing.
How would
Baron
a
Trump.
judge work? Does it work as two separate judges? Does it count as
do they
two
get
judges
independent
or one?
votes?
Do they get one vote?
I think they get independent. I think, listen, I'm about democracy. Except here in the cult, of course. But I'm a big believer in democracy because I watch every news channel telling me the exact same script. And so we have to fight for our democracy. And if you've got two heads, that's two brains, that's two guys. You are your brain, you get two votes. So yeah, I think the 3, 4, 5-headed judge gets extra votes. But only one.
If there's any Siamese out there watching the show right now, you better be paying for 2 subscriptions.
Oh my God, wait a second.
A 3-headed person could be the whole panel. You'd only need one chair for him, too.
What about this Siamese Cowl?
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Hey, slop tent guys, get on it, okay? Fucking Indian dudes tricking boomers, get on that. So, all right, hang on a second. So let's go through this. We've got the African judge. Then watch this. We got another African judge. This is beautiful. This is diverse. This is true DEI, and I'm here for it. And then fucking a Jewish guy. You got to have a Jewish guy. Israel.
The real producers.
So me and this guy, Howie Mandel, we wear the same glasses now. Isn't that interesting? And not
That's
these
crazy.
glasses.
This is actually Germany's Got Talent. I don't know how they had so many black people.
Yeah, well, Germany's Got Talent works a little different, where the winner goes to a gas chamber. So that's and then look at the family of the 3-headed African kid waiting off in the wings, excited for them. Asians. All Asians. And then Terry Crews is there for some reason, too. He's there getting raped by the producer of the show.
Good day, everyone. Our names are Adina, Alina, and Amina.
If you get 3 names, you get 3 votes. Adina, Alima, and Edwina. What did she say?
Everyone. Our names are Adina, Alina, and Amina.
Adina, Awina, Amina. That sounds like the beginning to an old-timey racist rhyme, I'm about to...
Everybody loves a wiener.
I'm about to catch a tiger by the toe, if you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, boy.
3 black women walk into a bar. It's one woman.
Yeah.
We are 8 years old. We are...
All 3 of you? Oh, well, yeah.
Conjoined triplets. 3 sisters with 3 minds.
Their mouths aren't even moving. There's only the one voice.
And 3
Also,
hearts.
1 microphone again.
Did you see
Couldn't
that?
spring for the extra mic.
Watch this. They only even have 2 seconds of this footage, so they had to reverse it. Watch.
Triplets. 3 sisters with 3 minds and 3 hearts.
Boop.
But 1 body and 1 voice. From the moment we were born. Life.
I think it's kind of unfair
God.
they don't have a 3rd hand for the one in the middle.
I said this last time. They should each get a microphone. What are you skimping out on here?
Has not been easy, but we stand here today as
I love that they're not even singing yet. And they've got the judge going, "What the fuck?"
living
I mean, what would you be doing if you saw this?
I honestly, if this walked out on, I was the judge of this show, and this walked out on stage, I would have to go back into the green room where all the acts are and find the sharpshooter and ask him to end my life.
Testimony of God's grace.
Also, could somebody just do their hair? It's a little too. I feel like a slave.
One taller than the other.
I feel like an escaped slave trying to find my way to the north right now. You know what I'm talking about?
Love and unending.
You don't know what I'm talking. We need to do an episode on this.
I know what you're talking about.
Does everybody know the cornrows? We should have done this for Black Misery Month. I meant to do an episode about this for Black Misery Month, and it just didn't shake out. But black people legitimately believe that cornrows, their hairstyle, exists as a secret map to hide from white slave masters on how to escape slavery. Like, do the math on that for 1 second, and it's meaningless. It doesn't. There is no, like, they must think the Underground Railroad was an actual railroad.
Yeah.
There's no.
I think it worked. They figured out if they hide in black neighborhoods, white people will come in.
Well, who is the slave master? A minotaur? Like you're escaping some sort of maze? It makes no sense. All right, anyway.
Mercy. Our story began in a hospital where we took our first breath. The doctors and nurses were amazed by us.
Imagine it.
Like, what?
Imagine trying to get a three-headed little freak to take its first breath. You got to spank it extra hard or something. I don't know what you do.
But our parents.
I think they only got the one ass. So.
Well, they
have three ass.
Three butt cheeks. Three butt cheeks for sure. That's the way it works.
Sounds mundane too.
These
like in Africa, that is amazing to be born in a hospital.
These little African jewels, they've got, cheeks for weeks.
Overwhelmed. They were afraid of what our lives would look like and what people would say. They saw.
Why is it this built-in thing with these videos that there's a monologue at the beginning of them? Why is it not just the music?
We wouldn't.
I gotta put out. I'm trying to figure out the we did the Lemon Party song. Should we play that one again? Yeah, let's give that. Let's do it again.
That was so good.
Yeah.
let's double dip on that real quick. Where is that? Just in case you missed it, our Monday episode. This is like the big finish. This is so fun. So
Boat might have missed it. He tuned out 10 minutes early because he thought he saw everything already.
If you didn't, that's so insane. If you didn't know this, we discovered that one of the guys from Lemon Party was on America's Got Talent singing about Christ, his Lord and Savior. And this was the video. Check this out. It's a beautiful, touching performance.
Bearing Trump. Praise Jesus, even if it's a mouthful. Give him glory when you're doubtful. The Holy Trinity is you and Jesus and me. So lay down your sweet head, rest in Jesus' bed. Praise Jesus, even if it's a mouthful. Take him in and share his glory. Tell everyone your story. He's for the young and the old, the sick and the hardy, so always be bold. Invite Jesus to the party. Praise
Lemon Party.
Jesus, even if it's a mouthful.
Praise
Give
the
him
Lord.
glory when you're doubtful. The Holy Trinity is you and Jesus and me. So lay down your sweet head, rest in Jesus' bed. Praise Jesus, even if it's a mouthful. You may think it's a given, but even if you're sinning, no matter plans that you made, always make lemonade. When life gives you lemons, praise Jesus, even if it's a mouthful. Give him glory when you're doubtful.
just been laughing. I've been singing that to myself and laughing at that all week.
We need to get somebody to infiltrate a church choir and bring that song in and get an entire choir to sing it. That
Well,
would be beautiful.
here's what I've been wanting to do. I was been meaning to upload that as its own clip to the channel. And then I was thinking, well, maybe I should just make a channel, like a brand new YouTube channel that's like America's Got Talent clips or whatever. My own AI slop channel. And then I was like, okay, well, maybe I should actually get Barron Trump to sing that, even though that doesn't make any sense. He's not in Lemon Party. But should I just get Barron Trump to sing it to fool boomers into watching? Yeah, I don't know exactly what
be
to
a
do.
duet.
A duet with the old man from Lemon Party and Barron Trump. I love it.
Hell yeah.
I love it. Because I could listen, I could make gay Christian songs all day long. That one poured out of me. That song, no joke, the entire video, the AI, everything, I did it in 30 minutes right before the show. The entire
That's a passion project.
That's a passion project.
You'll never work a day in your life if you do what you love.
I was born to do that. To turn the Lemon Party guy into a Christian singer sensation. All right, anyway, so African fucking mutants or whatever.
Survive or that we would suffer too much. So, they made a decision that we didn't understand then, and still don't fully understand now. They left us. They abandoned us in that hospital.
You don't understand? Again, all this brain power, and you can't compute that one? You kidding me?
Well, they have to share the compute power.
Damn, imagine though, you know how they lucked out. They did luck out. I know it's hard to believe looking at them, but it could have been worse. They could have been Somalian. And imagine the big fucking heads knocking around. I mean, you seen those people? They look like goddamn aliens. Where is Somalia? Mars?
A bundle of balloons.
They would have to put like talcum powder in between the heads to stop the shaking.
Yeah. Did you say chafing? Do you mean chafing?
Yeah, chafing. That's what I said.
You said chafing.
Yeah, Paul chafing.
Imagine if they were Indians and they were all bobbing around, knocking into each other.
Wait, did you mean Paul Schaefer from? Did you get
Paul Schaefer? Paul Schaefer.
What's happening right now? All right.
Love and protection. But even in that moment, God was already working. You see,
Kelsey's probably so mad about the Christian. She was so upset about the Lemon Party Christian video. She's probably very mad that I played that again. She was like, the whole chat said it was blasphemous. They said it was the devil. Oh, it was the devil. I was like, I think like it was just you saying that. I saw you in there say that.
God has a plan for each of us.
Was that Simon, and did he have a Hitler mustache? Did you see that?
Already working. You see, God has a plan for each of us.
What the fuck?
I don't get. Wow.
Eyes are like bloodshot. Too.
You were right. This is Germany's Got Talent. This is crazy.
Yeah, dude.
Got some mustard gas in his eyes.
He's trying to removing the competition os rotten.
Of us. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord." Plans.
See, listen, what's more blasphemous? The Lemon Party guy finding Jesus, or whatever the fuck Satan made right here.
To prosper you and not to harm.
Kelsey said, send this to my dad. And she said, please read the comments on this video, Jesse. All right, let's take a look at the comments here. God bless you all. God bless you all. God's love never lets me go. Praise God. See, and so even the comments are fucking AI on this. Hallelujah. Press the Lord. It says press. Wow. That's awesome. Good.
I don't think that there's Indian dudes doing this, but is it possible that AI is also creating these videos?
I legitimately believe that this is just Ethan Van Sciver's fan, the Indian guy, doing this. Actually, you know what? A little more hate mail. A little more hate mail, everybody? A little more hate mail?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Did we enjoy the hate mail segment?
Yep.
Oh, here's one.
I'm loving it.
Here's a brand new one. Somebody just posted this while the show was live, I think. They said, this boomer shit is whack. We already saw this gay stuff. Okay, I'll never do a Mersh episode again. We'll never repeat anything ever. Brand new all the time. Hey, everybody, it's the news. By the way, the news is all repeats. Shit. I guess the show is over forever. Goodbye. Anyway, so here's a let's
play
see.
it again, Jesse.
Here's
just for that.
hang on. Yeah, you know what? You're right. No, I think he means like literally the new video here. It's just the boomer stuff. We're going into new ones. I'm starting with something we've seen, and we're just getting started.
This is just foreplay. This is just foreplay, baby.
Look at this. So this is the Indian guy. This is EVS's throat goat. His Indian defender. Okay, he spends all day on Twitter doing nothing but defending the throat goat. He turned an already AI image of me into an AI image of a Down syndrome guy. Right? And then calls it Rodent Downey Jr. And then just keeps
pretty funny.
That's pretty funny. And he keeps sharing it though as if it's the actual photo of me, but he's posting it below the picture that is AI me. And then he will also take the screenshot. This is my favorite part. He also takes the screenshot of the close-up of the AI face of me that Smokane made. But Smokane made this image that I thought was really funny looking. And like, I look insane in it. I'm the one who posted it. The guy zooms in on the AI face like, this is what you look like. Dooty, buddy, 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 dooty. And by the way, every single time this guy says anything, the only reply you need to do is go, "You're Indian." That's a big enough insult. The insults are done at that point. So
he's the IDL, the Indian Defense League.
He screenshots the AI face of me where they've like merged my teeth and mustache into one entity, and the eyes are all crazy and the nose makes no sense. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, this is the guy they've got programming the AI. He can't even fucking figure out when he's looking at AI. It's insane. All right, so hate mail, everybody. Hate mail. Speaking of Indian retards, good Nikos. Good Nikos. If this is fake, what is the point? Yeah.
Kelsey said that I thought the top pick was real. What the?
Yeah, that's true.
I reckon we could like put in a copy of you of Jesse, and I don't think Kelsey would even know.
She wouldn't know. She would not know the difference. I've actually
just have a stand-in
in our household. I have actually occasionally replaced myself with an AI stand-in, and she's never been the wiser, not once.
She thinks Jesse's one of these heads.
You a hope in the future, and in his plan, he sent us an angel in the form of a nurse named Mary. Mary didn't see us as a burden or a problem.
The clips are starting to get a little psychotic here. We're going schizo, just flashing images.
Saw us as a blessing, as 3 beautiful girls created by God.
Well, like 2 and a third of a girl.
I mean,
maybe?
I think technically it's 2, because you divide and multiply, and it works out to be about.
Yeah, it looks like she's dividing and multiplying right now. Like this is mitosis.
Purpose. She took us in when no one else would, gave us a home, and loved us as her own. Mary has always told us that God makes no mistakes.
Okay, well, Mary was wrong. So there's your proof.
Mary, quite contrary. How do your Africans grow?
Stop clock is wrong most of the day.
39 to 14 says, I praise you because I am fearfully.
Yeah, that dude just straight up actually has a hit. That wasn't an AI mistake. That guy's got a Hitler mustache. What are you, Michael Jordan? You gotta be the GOAT to get away with that.
Wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful.
Three heads, who eats the pizza? They say. Yeah, it all goes the same stomach. I guess it doesn't really fucking matter. And by the way, in this case, who eats the flies, of course.
Know that
who eats the stagnant, dirty, mosquito-filled water?
Well, she reminded us every day that even though we are different, we are wonderful.
You're not. You are not. I mean, you're different than us. You guys aren't different than each other. Who do you mean different to?
Carefully made by God.
Carefully? I think God was drunk this day.
We may share one body, but we each have our own spirit. Our own.
Simon's like, can you guys fucking sing already? I get it. You don't get three.
How many fucking judges are there?
You don't get.
I thought he wasn't a judge.
You don't get 3 times the amount of monologue just because.
Own dreams, and most importantly, we share one face. Growing up.
Face? No, you don't. No, that's the one thing you don't share. That's exactly. You said, oh, faith. Oh, they said faith. By the way, this is the one time I'm willing to use the pronoun they, them.
Yeah.
We faced challenges that sometimes felt impossible to overcome.
Well, you guys are good at facing.
People stared at us. What?
How could you know?
Whispered about us.
God damn, you could never. Yeah, they're gonna hear every whisper. You could never get away with sneaking a peek. They got their heads on a swivel, you know.
And even laughed.
When Wu-Tang said, "Protect your neck," they didn't realize that.
There were days when we cried, asking God why we were made this way. But Mary always said,
"Who is Mary? Did I miss something? Is this just a person they know?"
Angel nurse.
Oh, okay.
God has a purpose for your
Sorry, I was too busy staring at the abomination to hear it.
life. And when the time is right,
Man, this is the human Dodrio.
Wow.
I couldn't remember.
Yes.
I couldn't remember.
Yeah, last time
What
we
the
watched.
name was.
Wow, so the Do Duo from the last episode evolved. We must have. Somebody's pumping this thing full of rare candy or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
This is a very, very rare candy.
held onto her words. And as we grew, we began to understand what she
African child used Scratch. It's not very effective.
meant. One thing we've learned is that God's love is greater than any pain or rejection we face. Romans 8:38-30.
Okay. Is there even a song? We are halfway through this video. Is there a song? Does it happen? And it better be more harmonizing than Bohemian Rhapsody.
9 says, for I am
They better do
convinced
the
that
music video for it.
Yeah, well, almost. They're 3/4 of the way there.
neither death nor life, neither angels nor demons, neither the present nor the future, nor any powers, neither height nor depth,
I'd like to bury them up to their fucking necks and call them Doug Trio.
nor anything else in all creation
This is what Doug Trio looks like below the surface of the earth, by the way.
will be able to separate us from the love of God that
Or from each other.
is in Christ Jesus our Lord. That love has carried us through every hard moment. We've also found strength and joy in sharing the gospel. When we speak, you hear only one voice, but that voice
Oh my God. Somebody says, Jesse, did you already watch the one with the pregnant conjoined twins? Listen, Dan Fraga might be watching. Let's not even go that route. You know?
voice carries the power of 3 hearts, united in love for God. We believe He gave us this unique voice to reach others,
Okay, anytime now.
to tell them about His goodness, and to remind them that they are never alone.
His goodness.
We often tell people
Well, these
about
guys are never alone.
No. Yeah, God, you can't even take a shit without
Psalm 46:1, which says, God is our
46-1. Isn't that a song
A Tool song.
Yeah, a Tool song.
Tool.
Oh, speaking of Tool, guess what's next on the agenda?
For refuge and strength, and ever-present help in trouble.
just a
He has
boy,
been our refuge, protecting us when the world felt unkind. He has been
Bismillah. That's why the kid on the right hasn't opened her mouth yet. She's got the deep baritone voice.
Baritone.
our
They did a
strength.
surgery to remove them in the middle and just get stuck with no lip.
This is my impression of a hot
Just a little
dog.
wedge. Just a wedge of a torso.
What was it? What is that from? Is it Robin? I want to say Robin Williams in an outtake from Mrs. Doubtfire, I think is what it is. And he goes, "This is my impression of a hot dog." Ooh. And it's like
That's Robin Williams, yeah.
that has lived rent free in my mind for the rest of my life since I saw that at the end of a VHS tape.
Helping us to stand tall even when it felt like everything was against us. And he has been
Yeah, Chicago. I was actually referencing 25 or 6 to 4 by Chicago, but I rolled with the Tool thing because we've got some Tool coming up for you. You didn't think Tool would show up in a Boomer episode. Just wait.
our help.
There is a Tool song called 46 and 2.
Yeah.
Placing people like Mary in our lives to guide us and love us. To anyone listening to our story, we want you to know that your value is not in what
Sing the fucking song. They just start going, "Ah!" That's the song.
people say
I
about
hope
you.
it's a
It's gonna be
Southern
one
country
voice.
song.
This is gonna be one voice.
Imagine if they let them do monologues like this on the real show and then they go to sing and it fucking blows. You sat there through that whole thing and it sucked.
Or in what you look like. Your value is in the fact that God created you, loves you, and has a purpose for your life. Isaiah 41
Christ!
says, "So do not fear,
What, did they air America's Got Talent on the PAX network?
for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God."
This was just the BET version of America's Got Talent.
Coming up next, Bible Man.
I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. We know it's not always easy to trust
The
God's
music ran out.
plan, especially when life feels
The
hard
video's
or
mostly over.
It's like there's no time for a song at this point.
unfair. But we
I don't think they're going to sing.
promise you, his plan is
That was a
always
close
good.
one.
Proverbs
I got to be honest, that was a close one. I almost said something real bad there.
3:5-6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will
Okay, this is starting to sound like Lemon Party.
make your path straight." Even when
I don't think
Are they
so.
going to start singing Steelers Wheel stuck in the middle with you? That would be
Stuck in the middle with you, a cover by the Jackson 3.
Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. And the other two heads are like, what the fucking fuck?
Hey, we control the arms. We can beat you up.
Yeah. They just take the mic away. Here I am stuck in the middle with you.
we don't understand why things happen, we trust that God is guiding us. Today, we live with joy in our hearts, not
Okay, listen, can you guys start singing? Or
because our lives
A
are
song in your hearts,
but
maybe.
we didn't ask for your life story, King Ghidorah.
because we know that God's love
This
is
is heart
perfect.
shit. I'm pretty sure they have one heart.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
are surrounded by people who care for us.
You're surrounded by people alone.
We have each other, and we have a voice to
Technically
share
true.
his message with the world. Every time we speak or sing, we do it to glorify God and to remind others of his
You're like the worst thing ever as a representative of glorifying God.
goodness. To anyone who feels alone, rejected, or like they don't belong, we want you to know this. You are loved. God sees you, He knows you, and He has a plan for you, just like He provided for us.
We were made in God's image. Turns out God has 3 fucking heads.
He will provide
What if only one of them sins?
This is the Trinity right here.
for you, just like He gave us hope. He will give you hope. And just like He surrounded us with love, He
The
will
Father, the Son, and the holy fucking shit. What is that?
surround you with His love.
Surrounded
too.
you with heads.
As
What
we
the
close, we leave you with one of our favorite verses.
Okay,
Oh,
they're not singing. There's no song. We got baited. We were boomer baited. There's no song.
Then any challenge you face, trust Him, and He will.
Nope, there's no time for a song. We've got less than 20 seconds to go here. Okay, there you go. You got me. Boomer baited. iPad baby boomers. Let's go to our next one since it was mentioned here. Tool.
Mm-hmm.
So we cover this baby boomer bullshit bait. Now YouTube thinks I'm a boomer. So all of my recommended videos are crap now. By the way, doing this show, you know, I'm a little strange in that the stuff I subscribe to on YouTube is the stuff I watch the absolute least because I just sub to goons. So like that's work for me. You know? So I don't even open the subscription tab until it's time to look for stuff for the show. So everything else I watch is just recommended. This show ruins my ability to use YouTube. Every episode I do, you know, because my tastes are so niche and so specific, YouTube's working on that algorithm. They want you to feed that sequence and they want to know what you're about as a guy. And they have yet to figure me out. So every single time I play some retarded video for the show, they're like, oh, you're this kind of guy. I'm a new type of guy every fucking week, like Mersh, where it's desperate to find anything for me.
I know I'm fat. I know I'm a drunk. And I know I'm retarded.
So you watch a little boomer bait and it's like, boom, gotcha, buddy. We will fill your timeline up. You want to see sovsits arguing with the cops. You want to see AI freak shows. You want to see black teenagers react to your music. We got you covered. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're bringing it back. This is our first boomer bait episode involved this exact sort of thing. I just got recommended this today. And here's my submission. This is first time hearing Tool, The Pot. You got me, YouTube. I had to look at this one because, and here's why, I knew the second I looked at this. Now, the way this normally works, the way they bait the boomers is it's usually 2 black guys and they both do stank face and go, oh, okay. Oh, this got a beat. And then the other one's like, yo, this is actually kind of hard for real. And then the white guy,
Yeah, you cooking.
he's sitting there in his nursing home going, I knew I was fucking cool. These little Negroes like me now. And they wet their diapers over this shit, right? Now, there's a little problem. So sometimes they got the 2 black guys, and then they've got the posse. And they haven't figured out yet that, you know, they're not paying the posse. So the posse's not playing along. They're not doing the bit. So whenever you see 3 guys just sitting off it's always 3 guys. Whenever you see 3 guys just sitting off in the back, watch them for the real reaction. Now, of course, Tool is, as we've covered on this show before, the worst music that's ever existed. And that's mathematically true. I can prove it using the Fibonacci sequence. It is for gay retards. I was talking to Kelsey about this and I realized I had never even heard, much like these black guys, I had never heard a Tool song when they were popular. Like when I would have been listening to them in middle school, because this is a band for middle schoolers. You've got your birthday free pizza. You've got Tool is playing. You've smoked your first joint. and you think you're fucking cool and you're opening up new pathways to the universe. I'm 13 and this is deep. Whoa, imagine 10,000 days. So
it's like numbers, man.
Yeah, how do they work? So I realized something. I had never even heard a Tool song until like after high school. I always avoided it like the plague. And I realized it's because of the graphic design of Tool. I hate it. I just hate it. When I saw it as a kid, I knew this is not for me. I hate that logo. I really hated the one that looked like a cock and balls. Remember they had the one that was like a socket wrench with two lug nuts or something at the bottom of it? Yeah. Corey knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking. I'm not into Tool, but I'm very familiar with them. And
Look at this guy.
Like, imagery and shit. It looks like a cock. The boxes to like cold medicine and shit.
Yes. Yeah. And all of their art, you know,
aren't they just copying like H.R. Giger right there?
Well, that's the thing. They've got a guy. They've got a guy that does all of their cover art. We've talked about him extensively on a past episode of the show. It was actually one of our biggest videos before YouTube took the channel down. I was very proud of that one. It was very funny. This guy called Alex Gray is his name, and he's just an old hippie pothead who, is trying to be H.R. Giger. Hey, what if H.R. Giger smoked weed, man? He's an old guy with a gray ponytail. Okay, that's all you need to know. And just in case,
so basically,
hang on a second. Just in case you're looking at me and going, Jesse, that will be you one day. No, it will not.
So basically, he'd be HR gay guy then.
HR gay guy. The HR standing for
homo-rectus.
Homosexual retard. And so, homosexual retard gay guy. So I hated Tool just based on the look of it. That's all it took for me. And I knew I would hate it. I knew exactly what it was all about. And then it turns out I was right. Now, these black guys here, so you got the guy on the left and the guy on the right. These are the actual guys. So they're into it, quote unquote. And I'm sitting here in my dirty diaper going squish, 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 squish. Yay, I'm cool now. I clocked it instantly. I said, I got to watch this because of Dude in the Middle. Dude in the Middle is us. Dude in the Middle is our surrogate through all of this. So he's trying. He's doing a little head bobble. He's giving it his all right now. And by the way, this is the pot. This is the gayest and worst song that Tool even has to offer, which is really saying something. This video is insane.
Okay. Is the guy in the middle a Marquise kind of guy? He probably has no...
A Brown Lee type man? Is that what you're saying?
He's a Brown Lee Marquise kind of guy.
A Mark-ass Brown man? Yeah. I don't know. No, I don't think he is. I think this is basically your most normal black guy that could possibly exist, I believe. And there's another thing going on here, too. Actually, watch this. See, we got this guy wearing the Can't Fold t-shirt. Look at middle guy's face. This is, you can see it's being exposed. Orange hoodie, right? Orange hoodie, he's just present. You can't get a read off of Orange hoodie. By the way, guy who owns the channel is on his phone through all of this.
I just figured he was napping.
And this is Hype Man. Hype Man, you know, he is there to make sure that the boomers are happy. But my favorite guy, while I love the dude who's going to tell us the truth, my favorite guy is Can't Fold, because Can't Fold is just H2BH. He's happy to be here. He's not making a dime off of this shit, but he's looking around to everybody else going, "Oh, are we pretending to like this?" And he just does it. He just goes along with it, right? Now let's put this in a way we can better format
Mr.
this for
Epic
everybody.
Can't Fold.
I'd like to see an Asian fella ironically wear that shirt.
So check this out. Let's watch our guy in the middle and Can't Fold, our favorite character. Everybody else is superfluous. Okay, so middle guy is now doing, this is a move, man. He's literally, now I've skipped ahead. You know, they've been listening to this for a while. Hi! Hi! They've already heard some of the worst Tool has to offer. He's been giving it his all up to this point. And now the barriers are cracking. The facade is fading, chipping away. And so here's what he does. He's doing the, I'm really thinking about this. And what it's really showing us is that he's thinking this shit blows. This might be gay. He is starting to worry, and you will watch it happen over the course of time here. He's starting to worry that he's becoming a gay guy by listening to this. See, like Orange Hoodie, right? He's not even present. He's bobbing his head because technically drums are happening. That's all that's going on there. He can hear. He's like not listening. He's thinking about something else. He's probably thinking like, damn, I wonder if 7-Eleven open late tonight. And then, but you know, just naturally his instinct as an African gentleman is to bob along. And then, of course, happy to be here guy. He's watching everybody else. He's doing it. Our man in the middle, Mark Ass, is very worried. Okay, so this man said you must have been high. Okay. Commentary. I'm a black teenager. No copyrights intended. So, okay, so what he said was, now roll that back. Did he say he must have been high? Yeah, like a few times, by the way. See, look at Can't Fold's smile. He's like, I can't believe I get to be on the internet today. This is great. And wait a second,
dude, the owner. Look at the owner giving him the side eye. Like, you're doing your job.
They both
doing your job.
Watch. So Mark Ass gives a little side eye, like, "Are we really doing this? We're pretending to like this, right?" And then Green Hat goes, "Nigga, just bob your damn head. We need the ad-rev. We need the ad-rev. Okay, listen, I let your mama borrow $60 the other day. Just bob your fucking head." And then Hype Man is like, I love this. This is a great thing that black guys do their black guy moves to white guy music. It's insane. They don't know how to move to this. It's a completely different concept going on here that they've never experienced before. So he's going to sit there and do all, he wants to do finger guns right now so badly, but he knows I can't remind white people that I might have a gun. They're not going to like that. So he's doing little jack off motions. And so the big compliment that Hype Man keeps giving it is that the instruments go crazy. It's like he can't believe there's instrument. You know, black people don't listen to songs with instruments in them. This is like a thing you don't even think about. They've never heard instruments before. They've just heard, a guy on Fruity Loops going beep 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 beep. Middle guy is out. He's out. They could offer him money at this point, and he's like, if I stare any longer at this cover art, I'm going to be hypnotized into a sissy bimbo.
It's a vibe, yo.
Yeah, it's a vibe. It's a vibe, yo.
I want to get back to my own reviews.
So he says it's a vibe. That reminds Happy to Be Here and Orange Hood to get back into it. That now they're all in unison. Not Mark Ass. Mark Ass does not want to be around anymore. Oh, he said hypocrite? What's that mean?
It almost looks like he's checking
about my cousin
phone.
hypocrite.
Yeah, did you say it looks like he's passing a stone?
No, it looked like he's checking his phone, but that too.
Well, the guy on the left is on his
Eyes
phone.
are on the camera.
The guy on the left is on his
Well,
phone.
I meant the Mark Ass.
Mark Ass is not. No, Mark Ass is doing everything in his power to not just get up and walk out on his friends right now. This is taking everything he's got. Now, I got to be fair. The whole time I thought, well, Green Hat's bored too. And that doesn't make sense because my theory, of course, is, he's part of the channel. He's making the money. He's got to impress him. I realized something at the very end. He's reading along with the lyrics on his phone. So he's actually into the song as much as you possibly can be right now. See, we didn't have that set up at the beginning, but that's what's actually going on here.
I just couldn't read.
Ooh, we got dirty stank face going on. Real dirty. Kelsey and I were talking.
Now Mark Ass is starting to get pissed.
Yeah, he's mad. He's mad.
You can see him shaking his head a little bit too. He's like, "No."
This is the thing. He's like, he knows, like, what are the odds? There's 5 of us. That means at least 4 of us are on the down low. So in his head, he's like, well, I know I'm not gay. Oh my God, these guys are trying to pull a melon party with me.
Thank you, Kelsey.
Melon bar party.
We're trying to do a melon party. So Kelsey and I were talking about this. We're like, we should do the reverse where it's me reacting to black people music, doing the stank face, like, oh, yeah, oh, this nasty. And then I hit pause and I go,
what he say?
I hit pause and I go, this shit sucks.
You're doing white guy shit. You're doing like air guitar to a rap.
Wow, this shit doesn't have instruments. Wow, these not instruments go hard.
Damn, these instruments go silent.
Yeah, these instruments make me go hard of hearing. So
I just realized Can't Fold looks like fucking Danny Brown. Why the fuck they got Danny Brown in there?
They all look like Danny Brown.
I don't even know who Danny Brown is.
I don't know.
Yes, he doesn't.
I know they're all at least half of that.
Isn't Danny Brown the guy that wrote that Da Vinci Code?
Danny Brown is a rapist.
Okay, so speaking of the Da Vinci Code, there's a puzzle you have to solve when listening to a Tool song. So these guys are sitting there. They're not unlocking the true secrets of Earth and reality and space and time right now. So they can't really be enjoying the song. The only way you can really enjoy the song is if you can do math. So it's not possible. They're faking it. Now, here's the thing. It's almost impossible for a white person to be able to do the opposite of what's going on here, to bait black people. You can't. There is a way to do it, but it's almost impossible. And the way you do it, there's 2 options. You can either be an old white guy. So it's actually a reverse boomer bait scenario. An old white guy can listen to current rap music and be like, this shit is my jam. And that's going to go viral. Or the alternative is you're a music teacher. You can be a white, usually it's a lady, but it could be a guy. You're a white music teacher, and you go, every once in a while, you stop the song and go, wow, they're using a really interesting timing signature here. And then you say something about music theory every once in a while. Meanwhile, the dude who made the song, was on fucking cough syrup, has no clue how to sing. He's like, okay, they're using an auto-tune here, but you can tell that it's actually, they've over auto-tuned it. It's a purpose. And the guy's like, I don't know how to sing. Slide on my arms. So he's giving it his all. The guy in the middle's trying right now. He's like, he's trying. You know what he's trying to do? He's trying to stop himself from fucking laughing at white people right now. This is
what he's got in his head right now is fucking Steely Dan stuck in the middle with you.
That's not Steely Dan. That's we said it earlier.
Steeler's Wheel.
Steeler's Wheel. Sorry, somebody read
Steely Dan.
Wow. Steely Dan.
Steal a wheelie.
So the dude in the middle is trying right now, but this is unfortunately confirming every suspicion black people had about white people. By listening to this song, they're like, okay, I guess it was all true. Like, I dare one of these guys to tell me what cozened indigo means. I dare one of you to tell me what it means.
No,
whoever can
like
tell me,
indigo.
no typing, whoever can tell me what it means wins a free pizza.
It's kind of like mood indigo. It's kind of like an expression of artistry.
No. The correct answer was, it doesn't fucking mean anything. This is garbage. There is.
You know what I'd like to see?
Yeah, what?
I'd like to see them actually react. You know, they're supposed to have such great rhythm and sense of rhythm and stuff. I wonder how they would actually bob their heads along to like one of the ones with weird time signatures, and like if they could keep up.
They
with
would
it,
just
or...
pretend. They would just pretend. They wouldn't.
This is what they.
And then when
they've
they're
got
offbeat, they'll act surprised.
They've got
Yeah.
they have a built-in mode for that. That's when they go,
Yeah.
whoa, and they stand up like David Blaine just did a magic trick, and they think it's actual
Okay.
voodoo. Like, you just stop at that point. You pause it. He's out. He's out. He's officially out. He is looking at his friend right now, doing the little hand maneuver here, and going, "Oh my God, I'm gay." It's over. It's completely over for me.
Act like you finger in a butt.
And you know he's mad that he's in the middle too. You know he knows, like, he's centered up in this. He's framed up.
Man, I'd cancel Ultimate Frisbee for this.
Like a statue.
I wonder, is this like when a guy is trying to have sex and so he's thinking about all the grossest things ever? He's like, my own grandma, baseball, or whatever, to try to not bust too soon. Do you think the black guy right now is like, the NBA, no, I have no lotion, yet I must scream.
Michelle Obama.
Now he does a little, ooh, you see that? All right, watch it. This is very subtle. Watch this. Okay, so his friend bumps into him there, and it reminds him he's supposed to be doing stuff. But in his head, he's thinking everybody's gay. He just did gay guy, black guy face. That's what that little head wobble is.
Mewing.
In his head, he's like, these are gay guys. Look at me, I'm gay.
I just realized they're probably looking at a screen with a preview of themselves. They're just staring at themselves while the music's playing.
Yeah, 100%.
They're not, yeah.
Oh, did you see guy check in again? Cantfold's checking in again. Now even Cantfold is like, this song's got to end at some point, right? There's an end to it, and unfortunately, no. Welcome to Tool. There is no end. In fact, by the way, you're listening to 10,000 Days. That means you're supposed to be taking the different songs in it and remixing them into new orders to unlock the secrets. So each song bleeds right into the next one seamlessly, according to Tool guys. Oh, that is not a stank face. That is a stink face. What the guy on the right is doing stank face. The guy in the middle is like, nah, chief.
This is a different vibe.
This is a different vibe. Wait a second. They actually changed up the sound of the music in the middle of the music. Ass music. Okay? So, okay, now there's new ass kind of things going on in the ass music. This is ass music. This is truly ass music.
Like they took a sandwich and put a sandwich in it.
Look at this. Look at this.
It's kind of like a spiral.
So now he realized his lips are about to eclipse his forehead at this point as he rages. Because now what you're realizing is the guy on the right is not this dude's friend. This is his homie. And he cannot believe he got roped into this now. Even if this isn't his first appearance on this channel, he is looking at this guy listen, man, I told you we got to dump this guy. I told you this guy's got to go. He's the one bringing in all this gay shit. And now he's mad because he thought, oh, the song was ending. But no, we've entered a whole new vibe. And this guy, happy to be here, he just looked over. He just checked in too. He also can't believe it, but he's happy to go along with it.
Too nice.
He looked at the camera. Nice. He looked at the camera. Watch what he. Only watch middle guy. All right, I'm gonna roll it back. Only watch middle guy. Look at that fucking face. Look at the pain on his expression.
Too nice.
He had to check in. So remember, on their screen, they're seeing exactly what we're seeing. He can see the Tool album. So he says Tool nice. He looks down at the cover art, looks back at the camera like, you sure about that?
Is there any way you can crop him in, Jesse, so we only see the face?
Well, I would do that, but everybody's important here. We do, trust me, something's about to happen that is going to floor you. So look, now he's smiling. Now we have now, through space and time, through the magic of Tool's intergalactic music, we have now connected soul to soul with a guy in the middle. He sees us, we see him right now, and he just smiled at the camera because he knows we know. Look at that. Look at this. He doesn't like this. Look at that smile. Look at this guy. I want to save him. I want to invent teleportation and come in there and rescue him from his hell. And be like, it's not all of, I'm so sorry. It's not all of us. I swear to God. There's most white people agree with you. Okay? Tool is a punchline. They're a joke for most people. And now he's like, huh? You feel this? Are you sure? Did he just mouth to himself, oh my God? Oh
yep.
My
yep.
God.
Yeah, he just said, oh my God.
Okay,
like,
so
you gotta be fucking kidding.
So
He's
can't
like, not in another 5 minutes.
Can't Fold is giving it his all. He's pretending he knows how drums work right now. And guy in the middle,
just like Corey.
We're in a whole new vibe, remember? So guy in the middle is fucking up the new vibe. You know, if he's not doing it too, it makes everybody else look corny, which is black people's word for cringe. It's the worst thing you can be as a black guy, is corny. So he gives up. He is now hanging his head in shame. He cannot believe his friends at this point. And Can't Fold is like, if I gotta do it, you gotta do it, nigga.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Oh, yeah. Lemonparty.org. Okay, so let's just watch that one more time, actually.
And that's the move you play when your girlfriend just isn't into giving it.
So Can't Fold in his head. He's going, what do white people do for music? They don't know how to dance. What do they do? Oh, right. Wait, hang on. I've heard of they give head banging. And so he starts going like this. He's like, what do they do? Chicken head banging or whatever. Now he looks over at fucking Mark Ass. Mark Ass is sitting there hiding himself from the camera. He's like, I'm not the only one who's going to be giving head on this thing. And literally starts forcing his head to bang. And then Mark Ass, I can't quite make out what he says. But it's something along the lines of, I will literally fucking kill you if you don't get off of me, obviously. And Canfold looks like he's had to do that to a fella before, you know?
He knows EV.
But here's the thing. You know, prison rules. This guy learned his lesson. Now he's bobbing the head now. He's like, okay, I'm not letting that happen again.
Now, to me, it makes sense.
Did he say it makes sense? What the fuck? By the way, no, it doesn't. Kangaroo done point of view in the jury and the innocent. What?
He is scrunching up pretty bad, though. He's moving around, but his face is contorting. You know.
Well, he
can't help himself.
He just got prison raped, basically. He's now Cantfold's bitch.
Right now.
He's holding his pocket.
Hey, I'm rocking too.
So now he's trying. Now he's like, okay, I better move or else I'm going to look gay again. Orange Hood wakes up, remembers what he's supposed to do in these videos, goes, you got me hype. And then he and Green Hat are both like, what the fuck did I just say? And they look at each other.
The Green Hat guy almost kind of looks like he's a cry for help. He's looking at the camera
of
like,
course.
Someone please.
This is an ISIS hostage video. These guys are about to get their heads cut off and then fucked, I think. Mark-ass looks at Orange Hood like, did you say you're hyped now? Are you sure? Yeah, see, look, he literally said it. He goes, hyped. Did you see him? He goes, hyped. Ah! Hyped. Hyped. Okay. Hyped. All right. Hyped. They're going to call that nigga hyped from now on. Look at hype. Look at hype. That's secretly behind the scenes, never on camera, never for the boomers. And be like, hey, look, hyped's here. Oh, I'm hyped. Oh, this nigga hyped. Oh,
you know who Mark-ass reminds me of?
Who?
Mark-ass reminds me of Mr. Milchick.
Oh. Oh, we're not in Severance time yet.
He's got some strong emotion behind those eyes.
Now we're stretching. Oh, see, yeah. Cantfold.
Drums.
Cantfold did this is drums. This is drums. And he hits the cymbal. He gets that. He nails that part. But then he thinks it's going to go even crazier because it seems like it's going to. Sorry, this is white people music. It's actually going to dip down a little bit here. So he started headbanging like crazy. Now he doesn't know what to do.
Instrument-wise,
yeah, instrument-wise. Instrument-wise. Which, by the way, is another way of saying I have no fucking clue what's going on with these vocals. And now the torture has set in. Now that he's accepted his fate, he's like, oh, this song just doesn't end. There's actually more. I thought that was the big finish. That was the coda. And now we're done. Nope. We've gone back to the beginning somehow. Is this on loop? Did you accidentally hit it? Kelsey and I were watching this. She was like, did you go back? She thought that the song had started over for serious because the song is so stupid and just keeps repeating itself. I was like, no, Kelsey, sometimes there's a chorus. You know, they say things again. Did Cantfold think he would suddenly get into it? Cantfold is just happy to be here. It's a pleasure. That's what it is. When he leaves that day, he goes, gentlemen, it was a pleasure. He just wants to be anywhere doing anything right now. You know, his home life is not good. Okay. He's a latchkey kid. fucking Mark.
My dad went out to record a podcast and never came.
Yeah, exactly. Poor Mark ass has been reduced to the autistic lip pulling. He just doesn't even know what to do anymore.
Flossing his teeth with paper?
With his hat.
With his hat.
With his hat.
That's crazy.
He's putting on his hat. He's ready to go.
Orange Hood literally just fell asleep for a second. His eyes just went totally dead.
He essentially did the hood version of getting your overcoat and your fedora. It's like, well, boys, I'm out of the out of the door.
Yeah, he's picking up his briefcase.
This one on the Holly Davidson because
So they think it's over. I swear to God, any minute now, you're going to literally hear it go. Who are you to wave your finger? You must have been out your head. And they would be forced to sit through that. If that's the song, if the song just keeps going and repeats itself, they have to listen to the whole thing. Those are the rules. Any minute now, I'm sure your pain will be over.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie.
That was good. That was
You're not gonna lie? You know what follows that sentence. Folks, I mean, there's only one option.
The beats, it was hard.
That was crazy. All right, let's go and get
the beats was hard.
It was hard.
Yeah, it was hard to follow, hard to listen to, hard to stick around and continue being you guys' friend.
I heard the highs.
Look at the
I must say, fellows, that went quite hard.
Yeah, watch the cut here. Watch this.
Hard.
That was crazy. All right, let's go and get into these lyrics here. I heard.
So there's a hard cut. Something happened there, and the way Mark Ass is looking at Green Hat, I think he must have finally said something, and they had to get rid of it. These guys don't do a lot of editing.
Something. Okay, go ahead.
He said, who are you to wave your finger? You must have been out of your head. I hold deep in muddy waters. You practically raised the dead, robbed the...
Now, shit like this, they've never heard anything like this. You know, a black guy hasn't heard a poem before. So this is...
one of their grandmas probably said, ooh, you must have been out your head.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah. Damn, boy, you must be out your mind! That's the black version.
Oh, shit, it's non-slam poetry.
Yeah.
It's a funkadelic song.
If it ain't Def Jam, they've never heard it. So they're lost, right? This is crazy to them. You have to put yourself in their shoes, which I assume are Air Force Ones. The likelihood that they've heard anything even kind of like this before is 0%. This is a mind fuck for them. And I don't mean in the way that Tool fans think it is. What would the black version of the pot be? Who are you to wave your finger? You must be
MF Doom.
Any new Kanye
I mean, sonically, it kind of sounds like that new Kendrick song.
Yeah, yes.
We
Yeah.
dapping up.
Common.
We dapping up.
Library nigga is probably
Common,
the closest thing they've got to something like this, you know? And, you know, we're saying Kendrick's the closest. That guy is just saying that Drake is a pedophile. Like, that's not, they're not equal. And
I'm
by
just
the
kind of
way,
going with the weird voice, I mean.
by the way, Kendrick Lamar, I've never heard a single song of his ever. I know that he says something about Drake being a pedophile. I have no idea. If you played his song, I wouldn't know it. Here's what I do know. I've seen him, and he's wearing ladies' pants, and he's about 5'2". So the likelihood that he is a pedophile, I feel, is pretty high. So to Kendrick, who are you to wave your finger? All right, so they've never heard anything like this.
You must have been out of your head.
Apparently, Mos Def used numbers and quick maths as a lyrical concept.
Mos Def
song called Mathematics.
Mos Def, or as I call him, Yasin Bey. He does not go by Most Def anymore, but yeah, he would probably be pretty close too. So listen to this. Listen to him read the lyrics.
Something. Okay, go ahead.
He said, who are you to wave your finger? You must have been out of your head. I hold deep in muddy waters. You practically raise the dead, rob the grave to the snow, rob the grave to snow the cradle, to burn the evidence down, so box of cards, glass so don't go tossing your stones around.
Okay, so obviously this is the one guy who passed remedial English. That's why they have him read it. We're doing pretty good here. They're all they have no clue what's being said right now. By the way, neither do I, neither does anyone. This is nonsense. It's not deep. It's nothing.
Must have been high. You must have been high. You must have been food in mouth.
You must have been. You must have been.
The head up ass. So
okay. Now this is where things get dicey. Mark Ass, this whole time, has been going, are these guys turning me gay? And the next line, is about a guy putting his head up another guy's asshole or some shit. Watch the reaction here.
Stones around. You must have been high. You must have been high. You must have been food in mouth and head up ass. So what you talking about? Difficult to.
The whole vibe just changed. Okay, see, he couldn't understand what he was saying in that weird little fake falsetto-y voice that the Tool Man does. Tim the Tool Man Taylor, the lead singer of Tool, he had no idea. Foot in mouth and head up asshole. What you talking about? If he had heard that before, he would have left. A black guy does not play around like that. There's no.
You made me listen to that shit.
You know in your heart of hearts, he's not talking about up a lady's ass. You know, like if he was talking about in a lady's ass, he'd be like, okay, and he'd been rubbing his hands together from behind a tree. This is a whole new thing going on.
You must have been high. You must have been food in mouth and head up ass. So what you talking about? Difficult.
So what you talking about? TALMBOUT. Talking about.
You must have been high. You must have been food in mouth and head up ass. So what you talking about? Difficult to dance around.
Yeah. Somebody in chat says pause. Right. Right. Pause. Yeah, he'd be fine with it if it was, foot in mouth and head up ass. No homo. What you talking about?
One till you pull it out, boy. You must have been so high. You must have been so high. Still borrow, refer, save your shady inference. Kangaroo done hung the juror with the innocent.
At that part, they're like, done hung? Okay, now I'm understanding. Wait, hung? He almost had me.
Now you're weeping, shaved of cuisine indigo. Got lemon juice in your eye when you pissed all over my black kettle.
Okay, so he liked the pot calling the kettle a nigga.
You telling me you pissing on it?
Now this man pissing, putting his head up asses. Okay.
Been high. You must have been.
All right, go ahead. You good?
High.
Did he say? What did he say?
For my black kettle. You must have been high. You must have been high.
That's wild.
What's he saying there? Man, I wish I.
He said that's wild.
I remember that.
My black kettle. You must have been high. You must have been high.
I have no clue what he's saying.
Something
that was the most effort.
It sounds like he said, "I remember that," but he said it blackly, so he's all like, "Remember that."
Technical difficulties,
Camera died.
We gotta figure out a new room or something, guys. This starts to suck a little bit, but it's okay. It's all right.
Okay. You see who? It said, now you're weeping shades of congealed indigo, got lemon juice in your eye when you pissed all over my black kettle, talking about that American guy. You must have been high, you must have been high. Who are you to wave your finger so full of it? Eyes deep in eyeballs deep.
I love this. It's like, this is in the future one day, there's going to be, when white people have finally been wiped out, and the future Wakandan archaeologists this is going to be them digging through, trying to figure out our culture.
In muddy waters.
And so they can fix the machines because they've got no white people left. So
okay, it says here you got to pour cozy indigo into the machine to get it to run. Mm-hmm. And is that how you change the oil?
Hypocrite. Liar, law, mirror, show me what's the difference. Kangaroo done hung up.
It don't say nothing about vibranium in this.
The guilty with the innocent.
This is the part where they finish reading this. They go, they just give up. They go, yeah, white people didn't have a culture, so.
Now you're weeping shades of Kazine Indigo, got lemon juice in your eye when you pissed all over my black kettle. You must have been high. So who are you to wave your fingers? Who are you to wave your fatty fingers at me? You must have been out of your mind. Weeping shades of indigo, shed without a reason. Weeping shades of indigo. Liar, lawyer, mirror for you. What's the difference? Kangaroo be stoned. He's guilty as the government. Now you're weeping shades of Kazine Indigo. Got lemon juice in your eye. Now.
Yeah, Mark Ash is like, okay, he said Cozen Indigo again. I guess that's something. I don't. Should I ask? Should I bother? No, let's get this over with.
When you pissed all over my black kettle, you must have been high.
Okay.
Wow.
But they're upset.
All right. They're upset. Yeah, they're upset.
Forgive me for the harm I have caused this world. None may atone for my actions.
Must have been.
You know who else is upset?
What were you saying?
I was just saying the break room thing. This is what he sounds like he's reading.
No, I was asking Cole.
I'm sorry.
Cole started saying, I think.
Oh, you can never tell.
Well, you can always tell. You can just assume. You just assume Cole was saying a thing, and you're probably right. Cole, go ahead. I was actually giving you the floor.
The other person that's upset is Mark Ass.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out if anybody in their band is Native American.
That was worth
They'd be upset about that.
Well, it would have been fine if we had just gotten the answer out instantly. But
somebody must be Native American.
That one wasn't Cole's fault. Okay, don't blame.
Sorry, for the first time in history, somebody
ruined the
Cole.
show.
Don't
Lenny
blame
ruined the show.
Listen, do not blame Cole. That was not the Cole hole. Okay.
Just saying that. Like,
everybody in the comments, Lenny ruined the show.
Yeah, you know what? We don't want to bark up that wrong tree on this channel. You know what happens if you bark up that wrong tree.
People gonna come and get you.
Yeah, the people blocking the people up that's barking up the wrong tree. So.
I have no fucking clue what he's talking. I watched this 3 times. I have no idea what he's referencing here. He seems to think. He seems to think if they talk about what these lyrics really mean, that the government is going to come and arrest them for it.
They look like teenagers in youth group being like told about porn.
Well, I was gonna say the guy in the middle. What he's doing with his hands, it looks like he's waiting to get called into the principal's office.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Why? No, they've already received the punishment though. It's listening to Tool.
Tool pretty bright for that, That was instrument-wise, that shit was great.
Yeah, that was going crazy. The song itself was good. The meaning behind it makes it more interesting. I won't lie.
You don't know the meaning behind it. Tool doesn't know the meaning behind it.
Progressive metal.
It says Tool. The meaning of the name Tool. Hold on, I have to look it up.
She's doing neck exercises now.
All right, here we go. The meaning of the name Tool. Now, I understand the meaning of the name Tool to be a play on the fans and people who listen to Tool.
The logo on the album cover looks like Fool. It looks like they're calling them Fool.
Listen, Tool is a long-running social experiment and prank on fans of Tool. Okay, and I know that seems impossible. Like, how did Tool fans exist before Tool? They knew these types of guys existed, and they've been making fun of them ever since. In fact, one of the Tool episodes I did was Tool fans are insufferable retards, was the title of it. Yep. That's a quote from Tim the Tool Man Taylor. What's the guy's actual name?
Maynard James Keenan.
Maynard,
yeah,
which is not
his fans.
Which is not a name, by the way. So I refuse to refer to him as that. James, I'm just calling. They probably heard Maynard James Keenan. This man is a black man. Okay, his name's Keenan.
His name is John Tool.
Keenan Ivory Wayans said his own fans are insufferable retards. I was quoting, and then the people, the Tool fans in the comment section when I uploaded that or I streamed that episode, were so pissed off about it. I'm like, this is your guy saying it.
What is progressive metal?
Okay,
now they're trying to figure out what progressive metal is. Okay, this is getting good.
Tool.
That's what they make bridges out of in San Francisco.
That's why they don't know what it is, Scott. A certain demographic that's never figured out a bridge either.
It is an interesting genre name. This is why is the band called
We must build bridges in the black community. Good luck.
So Danny Carey said the band name stands for how they want their music to be a tool to aid in the understanding of lacrimonology.
Criminology.
Yeah. So
black criminology.
Like the word there is supposed to be like lacrimonious.
Yes.
Lacrimonology. And he of course sees it and just instantly assumes it's about crime. Lacrimonology. Okay, French crime. Okay, that makes sense to me.
Lacrimology.
I understand the criminology sequence.
Crying as a type of therapy.
Crying is a type of therapy. Yeah, that's what they named their band after.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's
to me
cool.
Now. Oh, okay. Yeah, because all their fans are crying all the time, which is why they have to cope by smoking pot.
They would express their feelings. Yes.
Yeah, I guess that's what progressive is. You know, it's just
Okay, and that's.
I was one time. I was going to do a parody of the pot for an episode, because I had done it on the show. The Tool episode. That song is so busted. Like those lyrics are so retarded. It was too hard. I've never once sat down to do a parody, because for me, parody songs are very easy. I've never, except for that song, sat down to do a parody song and then went, I give up. You win, song. You are unparodyable.
Star you saw is called a heptagram, and it's an invitation into the collective unconscious.
This is white hotep shit.
Interesting. They got a lot of deep meanings here. I like Tool. Tool's pretty cool.
Yeah, Tool's pretty cool, man. If y'all want some more Tool, man, I'll probably not.
Y'all got any more Tool bangers?
No one's ever said that. Look at Mark Ass. He's like, so you guys think it's cool? Okay.
That would
give us a
my project manager.
You hear this hype?
Project manager. He has a Tool ringtone, and I always thought he was a dumb retard.
Well, yeah.
But I learned something tonight. I have another reason to hate my project manager. I didn't know how dumb and retarded Tool was, but now I do.
I mean, listen, this is the worst song of theirs that I know of. That means there's got to be 50 worse ones. I only know this one and then the hits, and I barely know those. I don't even I can't name another Tool song right now off the rip. Like
Eggy makes a good point. We should get AI to make a Tool parody about black people reacting or something. I don't know if that's even possible.
Man, yeah, I wonder if the AI thing that I use will let me like put in like Tool stuff, because sometimes it knows the artist and won't let you do that, but sometimes you can fool it into doing it. Maybe if I put in
progressive metal.
Well, progressive metal can be a lot of different things. Tool is, it's not just that.
What if you just put in lacrimonious metal or whatever the fuck?
Yeah, good point. Yeah. Or maybe what if rock music was for a retarded guy? Dunning-Kruger style rock music.
Well, now, must have been. Chris, y'all thought we came from this rock and roll. Now listen, no rock and roll with me. No rock and roll in my life, guys. Now starting to like rock and roll. This shit feels great, man. It's different.
This feels great. And then the guy in the background goes, this is different. Yeah, it's different, all right.
Starting to play rock and roll in my car and all, man. Well, I see why there's so many different genres, though.
They had to cut there because the dude in the middle just bust into laughter.
Nah.
There's so many different vibes. This is a vibe I've never
His
heard.
eyes shifting between them.
Yeah, he can't believe himself. He's playing eyeball ping pong right now. Can't believe his friends.
You got the jungle. You sound like the damn jungle in the back was on.
Okay, let's not. All right, go. You're taking it a little too far there, black guys. You don't get to say they're sounding like the jungle. That's not how this works. All right, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. More boomer bait. And I know
I need to see some YNs watch the music video to Duality by Slipknot.
That's actually
been thinking about that picture you made where it says, "Don't tell me white people don't have culture."
Can you find the picture? Because now that you said it, we have to show the picture.
I probably have it.
I think about that all the time. Whenever somebody's like, "White people don't have culture,"
that shit.
The first thing that pops into my head is the music video for Slipknot's Duality. I go, you're gonna tell me white people don't have culture? Are you serious? That music video is insane. I would also like to see some YNs on Duality. They were, man, what would they even think of that? I don't even know. Let's read the comments on there, like Kelsey kept begging me to do annoyingly in the chat room, and I was ignoring it. I'm just kidding. When someone calls out religions for being hit, oh god, it's a Tool fan. Fuck. I can't. I'm not reading the rest of that. Awesome tune, liar, lawyer, mirror. What's the difference? Amazing lyrics, Tool fan, and it's a boomer. It's a fucking visible boomer. More Tool, please. Right in 2, Schism, 46 and 2. Oh, here's all the songs. Anus Man, Lateralus, The Grudge. They made that movie. Honestly, too many to name. The whole discography is amazing and mind-opening. Really? Then why are you more retarded than a 3-headed African child? I never heard this.
Like,
go ahead.
Asshole opening.
Head up, asshole. In my head, the lyric is head up, asshole. I know it's not. I know it's head up, ass so, but I always in my head sing it as head up, asshole. Right in 2 is one of their greatest songs. I've never heard of that. That's now 2 comments mentioning that. I've never heard that song. Don't pull back on Tool because you feel they are challenging your faith. I saw it in your face. Did they say anything about that? I didn't even know that. Was that happening in the song? I've heard this song. I didn't even know that was involved.
I've got your picture in the side chat.
Thank God. And I know what some people are going to be thinking. They're going to think Tool is not boomer music. And that's where you're wrong, actually, and I'm right. There you go. Don't tell me white people don't have culture. And it's just all screenshots from the music video for Slipknot's Duality. I watch Duality and I die laughing. This music video, every shot a masterpiece, every frame a painting. Look at these guys. Look at this. This is one of my favorite ones right here. The bald guy grabbing his head like it hurts. Being white hurts. Ouch. Ouch. I love it. This fat bitch with the black lipstick on. Oh my God. The guy just crying on the ground because Slipknot is playing. Same, by the way. I would have the exact same reaction if I had to listen to Slipknot all day. Whatever this guy is. Oh my God. Did you see this guy? This guy under the E in white people. What's he up to? Look, ladies and gentlemen, Alien Ant Farm is here.
Oh, yeah, Alien Ant Farm.
Alien Ant Farm with special guest Papa Roach. And you're going to tell me why people don't have culture when Alien Ant Farm exists. Look, there he is again. I think that's the same guy. It's 100 of the same guy. Anyway, yeah, watch Duality. We can't get away with it right now. I think I'll get in trouble if I play it, but that is a funny watch. Jesse not gonna take it, dum dum. Oh, Jesse's not gonna take it. Dum 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 boom. What a fucking retard band. They're dumb little masks. Fucking gay guys, man. Fuck. I hate music. Music blows. Music is so fucking stupid. It really is. I understand black pain. Smokane has made a meme of our new friend Mark Ass I understand black pain. Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. All right, I've got one last one here. Now, this one's dicey. All right, I did not pre-screen this at all. Let me read you what it said in the post. Who posted this? Oh, boy, this could go bad. This could go real bad. This was posted by Lisa.
She well, says, you know, if she sent it to you, it's not the good part. So
she says
she leaves that out.
Exactly.
She says boomer content is kind of like YouTube kids content. It's a good tool to get a boomer or child out of the caretaker's hair. It requires no effort and is meant to rot the mind. Now that I agree with. That's a great comment. She says, here's a channel called Dark Brandon. It uses cartoon characters probably from an asset library and barely any effort is put into the thumbnails. And she links to it. All the boomers in this comment section are so enamored by the audio that they forget about how much effort has been put into the animation and this animated cartoon. So this looks... Actually, let me first show you the channel. Oh, my God. Let me first show you the channel itself because that might help get us into this a little bit easier because this does. Now listen, I picked this one for a reason. I think there might be something to this. There is a banner for this that blew my mind. Okay, I feel like I instantly know exactly what's going on here. Here's their YouTube channel, Dark Brandon, 180,000 subscribers, and this is yet another one of these freak cases of what if we did South Park? They're like sort of halfway doing a South Park character, halfway doing a Family Guy character.
Family Guy.
Yeah.
And Rick and Morty eyes.
Little Rick
Donald
and Morty
Trump.
in there. And then you've got 3 Donald Trumps in one banner. One of them, he's Darth Vader. Wow. Cozined Indigo. This is blowing my mind, folks. I must have been high. You've got Steve Bannon. Yeah, this guy's high. There's Mike David in the background. You've got Alex Jones, Patrick Dave. So you kind of see where this is going. For some reason, just Mr. Garrison is here. And who I believe might be Jordan Peterson hopped up on benzos. I'm not 100% sure. If he was holding a lobster, I would fully know who this guy was. But until then, here's the video that this is. Oh my God. This is the one that Lisa recommended. Okay.
Let's impose sentence, please.
Donald Trump, you're before the court for sentence.
Wait, this is just actual audio.
Oh.
Following your conviction by trial to 30.
This is the laziest, worst thing you can do ever is just take actual audio and then just put the actual people that it is as characters over top of it. This is why when Ethan Van Sciver was telling me he pays a puppet man, I was like, wait. Does he just play the actual audio? Because that's nothing. That's nothing at that point. You haven't created anything. Now, let's say these aren't a cartoon asset library, like Lisa said. It is, but let's say it's not. You've done nothing. You've added nothing. I hate that. There's a trend for a long time on YouTube. Before everybody was doing video podcasts on YouTube, they would do animated clips from a podcast where a guy would draw a cartoon over top of a podcast because it was audio only. And what they would do, though, is every single cartoon was the same. It was the 3 guys at a cartoon table with cartoon microphones just hanging from the ceiling. The lowest effort. They've all got cartoon beers in front of them. And it's just the animated guy talking. It's not like they cut away to whatever thing they're talking about.
They're not trying to be the Ricky Gervais show.
Which the Ricky Gervais, they were all copying the Ricky Gervais show. Even the Ricky Gervais show, though, was sometimes pretty lazy with it as well.
4 counts of falsifying business records in the first degree. Before being sentenced.
Oh my God! Ah! So I guess this is this is pretty rare. We've been watching, this is kind of nice actually. We've been watching the conservative boomer version of this. Everyone forgets boomers, I think they just came out with a study on this now. Apparently, the 20 to 30 demo is more conservative than the boomer demo at this point. And so a lot of these old hippies, they fucking aged up, and the old folks are libs now. So they see
they need Medicare.
They see an orange Donald Trump cartoon and they lose it. When everyone's like, how does Stephen Colbert still have a job? This is how it's the same. Listen, I say this all the time. When you're watching something on YouTube and you go, how does this exist? How does it have millions of views? What's the answer? Kids.
The Jews.
Kids. It's always kids. The answer is always kids. However, iPad babies, iPad baby boomers. It's horseshoe theory. Okay? We've now looped around. We're at the other side. It's also old people. Old people are now contributing. They figured it out. They figured out smart TVs, and now they're in the algorithms.
The court will allow you, your attorney.
Let's see if a single funny thing happened, like they add a single visual gag that has nothing to do with the audio. I'm going to just give this a pass.
This is
you're gonna have to skip over this one though, because it's just these characters talking.
Spoiler. So Lisa gives us the bad content, then she gives us one that might be good, and she spoils it.
Shut the
fuck up. Shut up. Where's Dirk?
God.
Where is Dirk? Dirk, can you please? Can you pull the fucking choke chain? Lisa, if I say let's see, then let's see. What do you mean you have to? You have to.
You know what? We can make it funny. We can make it funny.
We can make it funny.
And the assistant district attorney an opportunity to.
This is crazy, by the way.
Adjust the.
Listen, don't you think when I said I give it a pass if they do one visual gag, don't you think that in my heart that means I somehow know that there's no chance that's going to, it'll never happen.
Work with any matters relevant to sentencing. For the people.
The defendant in this.
This is insane. There's just nothing.
I would give him a pass if Bob's Burger, the Bob from Bob's Burgers came in.
At least if it was those Caillou, like You're Grounded videos, at least those are like the insane ramblings of autistic adults.
I will give it a pass if they make the Donald Trump cartoon do the face, I'm gonna say
the hands.
The hands.
If he does the xylophone, if
he does this,
the harmonica,
if they have him turn to the camera, and go right. I will full pardon.
This case, as you know, stands convicted of 34 counts of falsifying business records.
This is AI, by the way. This is they're using character animator or something similar. Adobe's character animator can detect the words being said and then apply the mouth shape to it automatically. When you see tubers, VTubers doing that, talking, their character is talking along to what they're saying in real time, live. That's how it works. So this is just AI, basically.
It's crazy the Adobe suite is picking up the Jewishness on that guy's voice and making the character look Jewish. It's crazy.
I didn't say it made the character. Okay.
In the first degree, all Class E felons.
But it is a
look. It made him Jewish.
It's a lawyer. So, do you want to go to prison?
Yeah, it's kind of a given.
You better have a Jewish lawyer.
Each carries a range of authorized sentencing options for as much as 1 1/3 to 4 years.
And furthermore, Judge, it's drafty in here.
In state prison.
He pushes up his glasses with his finger. That would.
By the way, this guy is also Jewish. I mean,
non-incarceratory sentences. In this court's January.
There's just this giant wide shot of the judge. Holy
it's like an oil painting.
Look at this. This is just nothing.
Third decision on the defendant's Clayton motion, Your Honor, indicated in
whoever made this cartoon, whoever's had the bright idea for the Dark Brandon channel. You must have been high. Okay, sorry.
Inclination to impose an unconditional discharge. Under all the circumstances of this case,
is this worse or better than Ian Ellis's stuff?
It is technically better. Technically, like things
It's
kind
a
of
lateral movement.
It's I don't know. It's slightly up. There's things make visual sense here. You know what you're looking at. It's not literally stolen from South Park. It's the style of. It's not. They didn't use the South Park character creator
defendant status
from Newgrounds.com,
I don't think it's
1998.
not South Park animation. It's like Archer or Bob's Burgers or something
it's
like
all
that.
Of it. It's all of it. Somebody suggested, and I kind of wanted to do it, but I feel like I should deep dive it first. And the reason I picked this one is it's kind of a runner-up to it. Somebody suggested we go over the new norm. Humorous username. You suggested we go over the new norm. Do you guys know what the new norm is? Anybody here?
No.
So I am familiar with this because I follow some cartoon Twitter accounts, and the new norm is it's like you know how like the Daily Wire and all these conservative media outlets thought now's the time we can do this. We're going to create a parallel economy where everything that liberals and Hollywood elite guys make, we can make our own version of it for conservatives and they'll like it. The new norm is their Family Guy, but in reality, it's like where Family Guy is sort of an incredibly loose, barely inspired by parody of Archie Bunker, All in the Family. The new norm is Archie Bunker and All of the Family. It's like with no grace, no humor. It's nothing. This is 1,000 times worse than that. That's why I went with this one. This one is nothing. This is just nothing. And let's see the comments. Let's see. Are the boomers eating it up? Do they love it?
They're loving it.
I just can't even hear his voice without being disgusted. I keep waiting for his diet of filet of fish and Big Macs to do its effing job. But I guess evil never died. So this is just a big hug box for everybody to dream of Donald Trump dying. Yes. Like, what is the point of the cartoon? This is write it in your diary. They could have at least fined him and made him pay court costs. Hey, maybe, just maybe, here's a thought. He didn't actually do anything. Just like every other fucking time you try to take him to court.
As president-elect, the people recommend a sentence of an unconditional discharge.
They could have at least added little squishy sounds when he blinks.
Anything.
In finding the defendant guilty in this case, the jury necessarily found...
Yeah, so this might as well just be, as far as the comments go, this might as well just be the raw audio with one of those audio line squiggles on the screen.
Yeah.
And nothing else.
Unanimous.
There's nothing to watch, and they're not watching.
That the defendant
this guy that's speaking right now isn't the lawyer. He's the juror.
No,
he should be off to the side.
Is he the juror? Or I thought he was the
it said that we the juror.
No,
he's reading.
He said we the people, and he's the prosecution.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, that was brought.
I skipped ahead to the middle just to see. Maybe they figured something out at some point. That's not how collars work. Wait a second. That's not how collars work. That's not what a collar looks like. What is all of that? Wow, this guy's got a really fancy suit.
Big nose.
District attorney.
They didn't even get the look. There's transparency between the outline of his hair and the fill. Okay, man, they really aren't trying.
Who promised?
This sounds like Corey.
He would go after President Trump if elected, and felt like he had to go through with that promise.
Mexican, though.
And so that's sad.
President Trump stuck in the bathroom.
And I know that President Trump shares this view.
That sounds exactly like our very own Corey. Isn't that crazy?
Does it? You sound like me?
Yeah, say.
Hang on a second.
Whoa, hang on. Wait, did I actually hit play again? Whoa. Here, you just repeat everything he says, Corey.
This will never happen again.
This will never happen again.
in this country. And so we certainly understand where we are today.
Certainly understand where we are today.
Now say it again. All right, but this time I'm going to play him over top of you. So say, whatever that last line was, say it again.
I already forgot.
All right, just say something. Just say anything.
President Trump is a criminal.
Wow. And then people in the comment section, they're like, yes, make him die. Please shoot him 1 billion times. We need 1,000 shooters.
In this country. And so we certainly
this video
understand where we are today. We very much intend on pursuing an appeal of this verdict.
He doesn't talk in this either, by the way. So they're just having to cut to him just to remind people this is about Donald Trump.
And
is this just a way to make this kind of thing digestible for man children that like only watch adult animation? Like I
think it's for older people.
No. This is, and I don't even know how to fully express this in words. Okay, so I just need you to go with the vibe of what I'm saying and intuit the true meaning here when I say this. The point of this is nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a meaning and a feeling and a reason, but it's nothing. And
it exists as an excuse to have the comment section.
It's made of nothing. It's sat upon nothing. It's derived of nothing. It's fully concentrated, fresh squeezed nothing.
Nothing. Okay, understood.
Wait, you don't think at least this is like a soulless cash grab, like for ad revenue?
No,
it's not even that.
A soulless cash grab is Kevin Brennan reading super chats or Cyberfrog. Huh? That's me reading super chats. Why would you even say that? Oh, I got a super chat here from Kevin Brennan is legally defined as a pedophile. He did 9/11. He's gay. What? What's 9/11?
Did I just get a call on my landline? Was that one of you?
Do me a favor, by the way. I put that out. I really enjoyed the Kevin Brennan bit, so I put it out as a clip.
I like that.
On the YouTube channel. Go hit like, share it, and leave a comment, okay? Juice that one a little bit, and I'll tell you why. Because part of what we're making fun of here, guys, is, of course, the Dabbleverse as well. That's boomer bait. There's no bigger... And this is what led to this entire issue here, is... the iPad baby boomers, these radio guys, they can't get over 1996 to 2011, I want to say maybe, 2011. That's prime time for them, and they'll never leave that era when radio was king to just those guys. They think it's the entire world. It comprises everything, and Kevin Brennan is a small little piece of that. Here's what I want to do. You know, I put out the Anthony Cumia clip. I put out the Kevin Brennan clip. I realized if these things are buried in full, long pizza party episodes, you know, the Dabbleverse guys can't play them that way. Kevin Brennan, if you sent a super chat to Kevin Brennan and said, Kevin, this is an awesome clip about you. You got to play it. He'd be like, what's the timestamp? What? How am I supposed to find where you want me to watch? It's directly linked to the timestamp. Nah, I'm going to fuck that up. So
I moved the bar all the way. I don't know where it is no more.
I'm clipping the Dabbleverse. We're doing to Dabbleverse what we've done to Comicsgate. I'm going to become king of Dabbleverse. Ethan Ralph abdicated his duties on Dabbleverse, I've been told. Somebody came to me and said, Jesse, what happened with Ethan? He gave up on Dabbleverse already. I said, the whole point was to unleash him and then wipe my hands clean. I don't know. So now we got to get proactive. Let's get some views on this Kevin Brennan thing. I want to piss off the Dabbleverse so bad. Okay? And the thing they're going to hate the most is, you know, I've said for many a year, let me just play a little bit of the Kevin Brennan thing. All right? I'm not going to play the whole thing. because I want you to go check it out if you haven't.
I mean, we got to learn from history. I feel like we're fighting on too many fronts here. You know, Germany.
Oh, we're not. We're not, because Comicsgate's already done. We did that one. Now we're Dabbleverse for a week. For 1 week, we'll be Dabbleverse. All right, check this. Oh, by the way. By the way, look at the amazing thumbnail for this one. By the way.
Oh, I love that.
How good is this thumbnail? Neal Brennan's special needs brother reads super chats. Lazy dementia patient Kevin Brennan, Neal Brennan's brother, has a head wound. Okay. Yeah, he's got a big head wound. So let's check this one out.
Kevin.
It says Neal Brennan's Alzheimer's brother.
Brennan. How do you spell that? Okay, it says here 2 N's and an A.
This is the thing. Again, look at him. Tell me this man didn't recently have major cranial surgery.
I really fell for it.
Oh, so he doesn't really fall for things. Anyway.
I need a dick of me. Sounds like...
Stupid.
Okay. So that just gives you a little taste, a little idea of what's going on with the Kevin Brennan thing. I want Kevin Brennan to see this clip. I want it forced onto every Dabbleverse guy. I want Quadfather playing this. And by the way, the Clipper guys, Doom, Stalin, Citizen M, this you can re-upload this one. I don't give a shit. It's not about this one particularly getting views. It's about it being seen. I just need it seen by the Dabbleverse, because here's the thing. Let's see, how deep do I have to go for this?
Balls.
Maybe right around here.
Just spiraled down into this pit of.
I spiraled down into a pit of.
Oh, by the way, I also oversaturated the clip to make people mad. You see, there's like extra red and blue.
I thought it was a stylistic choice, but
it was the style of
yeah.
I'm trying to make the Dabbleverse guys mad. They all get so autistic about it. Don't make me go
too red.
Do not make me go red mode. Do not make me go red mode. I will do it.
A pit.
I gotta see him now. Hang on. What's that show called?
That's not a pit. That's a hole.
All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. Most recent live stream. Just to be totally fair, I'm gonna go straight to the middle. I have not pre-watched this. Here we go. This is MLC. This is our first time ever doing this.
Our Big Monday news day. Kumi and Gavin can't stream.
I fucking nailed it. Holy shit.
Fucking your shit was like perfect. That was a perfect impression.
That was dead on. Who was that guy saying I didn't do it right?
Insane.
He's even reading a super chat. And the super chat is from a guy called Kevin's Soundboard. By the way, you know who did play this? Aaron Imholt. Steel Toe played this. So it's already starting to work. Steel Toe is desperate. He said he wants to join the pizza fund. He wants me so bad. Steel Toe is so... something must be going real bad in his life.
He's a big fan. I saw the clip.
Amazing. I'm telling you. Okay.
Wait, so do you not hate Aaron anymore? Because he is a spineless noob.
I've never hated Aaron, and I've never liked him.
Okay, fair enough.
So it's even a guy whose name is making fun of him.
Still?
Is that a burn victim?
This is
now we have to watch
again.
this clip on another episode.
Okay, so
we have the 3.
Well, I'm trying to find a certain part, but I don't want to sit here and play the whole thing. So they get mad at me because, I've said for years, never do that thing where you pretend like you've never heard of the guy or you've never seen him, because that's what everybody does to me. I get Voldemorted. That's what fucking Comicsgate and Dick Masterson's been doing to me for the past week. And I always tell you guys, go watch we need you to watch their stuff. That's how we track everything. That's how PodAWFUL's watching you. So I never do that. But because they cannot fathom, the Dabbleverse losers, the Comicsgate losers, they cannot fathom a world where you aren't into all the stuff they're into. This is exactly the hellhole, exactly the rabbit hole of the iPad baby boomers. Is they think that the world revolves around their interests. I'm not sitting here talking about Mersh thinking everyone knows what the hell I'm on about. This is cult comedy. This is underground. I know you don't know. I don't want you to know what I'm fucking on about. So if we're trying to solve world comedy, I don't have time to explain. So when I say I've never seen this guy's show, but obviously I've seen clips of him on Mersh, on Steel Toe. I'm doing an impression of the man. I'm doing my best. I kind of remember what he sounds like. And every clip I've ever seen of him on another guy's stream is him going, what? Huh? And that's all I could remember. That's all I had. All I had in my head was that. They think I'm doing the Voldemort when I say I've never seen it. And it pisses them off. There are multiple comments. People in the chat were like, Jesse, I mean, this is a funny impression and all, but don't pretend like you've never seen. I've never seen it! And I shouldn't have done this. I clipped it out of the clip. Should have left it in. There's a part where I say to you guys, what is the name of his podcast? I couldn't remember the name of his podcast. And no one knew it. Nobody here knew it. And then I go, it's like MLC, but I don't know what that stands for. No one came back with a fucking answer on this. We don't watch your shit. And I should have left that in the clip. And now people are upset because they think I'm lying about this. Good. You should lie and say you've never seen this stuff. Do you know how fucking stupid you look? What's the name of his podcast again?
Misery Loves Company.
Okay, that was a test. Misery Loves Company. Now, I'm doing this live, okay? I can't. It doesn't even come up. It doesn't.
I saw it.
No, this is a different guy. This is a different guy talking about Kevin Brennan. This is me.
Jesse, I think it's called Misery.
There was fucking Severance there. There was Severance.
Yeah, this is Misery Loves Company. Kevin Brennan. Let me put in Kevin Brennan. There we go. So you don't even get him if you put in the name of his show. Oh, it's MLC Podcast. So even he doesn't know. Oh, he's live right now. Hang on a second. Let's go.
That's cool.
What are they going to say? I've said it all. I've addressed it all. But then they have their things that they will never talk.
Why? Why did you address?
For the week.
Who is this guy? Why does he sound like Red Bar?
You sound like a fucking idiot. What are you talking about?
Well, his name's Anthony Cumia, and that's why.
Hated.
He sounds like
by his own
to me.
fan.
Yeah, man, Brennan hasn't deserved a shred of attention for forever.
Can somebody
go into his chat.
Can somebody super chat him my clip and make him watch? Does he work? I don't know if he does that. I've never seen his show. I've never seen it outside of seconds worth of material on other people's streams. I literally couldn't find him on YouTube just now. If I had ever watched him before, it would have been the first result. Like, look at this. We'll skip out of the live here for a second.
His name on his StreamYard is the GOAT.
Look. There's no. So here's the one that we watched on the stream last week, right? And then there's nothing. There's nothing. I've never watched any of these. Where's the red line? There's no red lines. I've never watched any of this shit. I don't know who this is. I don't know why. Here's what I know. He's Neal Brennan's brother. I know who Neal Brennan is. I ain't never heard of Kevin Brennan until the Dabbleverse existed, basically. Let's go back to the live.
Tongue and lip.
If he plays
and said, I'm not.
If he plays, he's not. Okay. If he plays stuff based on super chats, I need everybody super chatting him that clip. All right, go look into it.
He just said I was wonderful, blah, blah, blah. Every time I quit, he's like, I don't like Brennan, but he's hilarious.
I bitten my tongue
I don't
and
get
lip
no freaking respect around there.
and said,
I mean, it stinks.
I'm not really going to get into it with.
It all stinks. Everything stinks.
I think a lot of what he does is a work. It's an act. The mean thing,
Wrestling!
the nasty, the blowing up, burning bridges. And even though I've kept
I
that
don't live
attitude
by a bridge.
with
What?
Anthony Cumia gave this guy a show on his podcast network. It cannot be emphasized enough. He created these monsters. I know you look like Frankenstein's monster, but you're the doctor. Okay? And again, I believe in my canon, my head canon, the monster's name is Frankenstein, and the guy who created his name is, of course, Dr. Monster. So,
I mean, in 2019, right? And you guys were okay with it?
Huh?
That was okay. But me having a couple of fun, tweets, X's, that's a problem.
Tweets.
And even though I've kept that attitude with him, he decides to try to get me fired.
Kevin Brennan has a fucking
from my
stupid
brandy
head.
new awesome job.
Yeah, you do have to make an account that's name is like Kevin Brennan's axe wound, Kevin Brennan major head trauma. Why is there no chat room showing us?
He's funny, so I guess
I ages to load on YouTube now.
No,
like there's something fucking going on.
Kevin Brennan, him in his ass.
So we got.
He's
Oh my
clown
God!
shoes.
Somebody sent him one for $100. Did he just say shithead Kevin Brennan? If so, I'm here for it. Brennan's buttholes. So he's got to read that now. Are you allowed to send in clips and stuff? We gotta find out.
I'm not going to give them.
Well over 1,000. He used to talk to millions. Now
look
he's
at
well
this.
over 1,000.
Look at this. Somebody in chat says Jesse and is doing the 07. Hi, Ms. Tay. Hi, Ms. Tay. I'm hearing myself back in somebody's fucking thing.
Yell, I'll see who it was.
They fixed it. Okay.
No. Yeah.
People are watching them.
Their name.
Huh?
Because,
What?
you know, we're well over.
Rest in peace, Patrice. We love you, Aunt. I wish I could bring Patrice O'Neal back to life just to kill him.
This is mystical everything if he had.
Call me diabetes. Sorry, Urquit.
Okay, and brace yourselves, everybody. Seatbelts on.
Seatbelt? What's a
Seatbelt's on.
What's a seatbelt? I don't wear a seatbelt. I'm a boomer. I just hold it and then put it around me if a cop is nearby.
Said before.
Oh,
don't you love
Mullen it over says hi, Jesse, in the chat.
Oh,
They're all
hey.
saying hi, Jesse.
Hi. Oh, the chat disappeared again. All I did was full screen it and the chat's gone.
Yeah,
again.
you can't.
That is
it
nuts.
takes ages to come back.
That is so
It's something to do with ad block. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, maybe. That's funny.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. It's me, Jesse. I'm watching too. What is this? What's he talking about? What's this guy talking about?
He took the chat off his stream.
I don't see the chat. Oh,
Why
yeah.
are they sending tomatoes?
Hi,
what
Mullen.
does that mean?
Hi, mulling it over. Hi. Nice to see you.
Mulling it over. Send PODAWFUL the link. He's sniping.
Okay.
Someone super chatted it.
Yeah, they're mulling it over.
Oh no, we forget it. We got important
this
things
guy.
to talk
No,
about.
I'm not even joking. I thought that's big news.
So this is Stevie Lou. He fought my friend Ryan Katsu Rivera to a draw. That was the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen.
Wild. I had a friend who was
he got
just at
really
Fox
mad
News
about the
today.
impression on Twitter.
Today, and he just texted.
Slow it down. Slow it down.
Okay.
You had a friend who works at
My
Fox
soft
News?
inches
His
just said,
friend
Jesse,
works
cut
there,
your
and he
hair.
invited me today to
Hi,
actually come
what's
to a
hair? What is that?
Wait, not your friend doesn't work there, but his.
I thought this was a bandage. I thought these were bandages for my fucking head.
Me to come see a taping at Fox News.
Wait,
today.
you're not me without
Don't want to see the show.
tomatoes,
I'm just yet. I don't want to blow up
tomatoes.
the spot, but it's a show that tapes live at Fox News in Midtown.
What
Let's just say.
time?
On Fridays.
Everybody's trying to skip the live stream right now. They're saying.
Fox News many times.
I'll tell you off air. who it was. But get this.
Huh?
So last week, when I was
Off air.
hanging out
We'll
with my
take this
friend,
off air.
I started telling him about MLC. We put on the episode from last Friday, the late
Jesse,
night
you
episode.
do
I
a
was
bad
hanging out
Red
at 2
Bar
in the
impression,
morning,
apparently.
and we
I
put
do
on
a
the
really,
show, and I
really
was trying
good
to
Red Bar
explain to him the
impression.
whole
Watch this.
thing.
Whoa,
thing
Blade?
comes back onto the show out of nowhere, and he's like pale and bloodshot eyes, and my friend had no idea what the fuck was happening. It was a good time. So, all right, fast forward to today. He texts me right now.
Isn't it?
They were
Isn't
talking
it fucking amazing that like instantly, like we find out there's so many people who are watching these terrible shows that we've never even looked at, we've never tuned into, we hate, and they're also watching PODAWFUL at the exact same time. Like, how does he know we're watching this right now? How did he know to even say that? That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Who was talking about Bill O'Reilly?
I'll give you the full rundown.
A friendly medic,
I
Ludwig
gotta
said
respect
PODAWFUL
some
1.
PODAWFUL 1? What the fuck is
boundaries
PODAWFUL?
right now? But there's a funny story behind it.
I want to.
Premise Hill, did he just say?
I was going to wrap up this episode. I don't really want anything to happen right now. I just wanted him to react to the clip. I'm not trying to get.
I want him to give you the StreamYard.
Nah,
link,
I'm not
so
trying to
you
get. I'm not trying to get on there right now. I want him to react to the clip that already exists.
I'm really I don't even know. Stevie, tell me what's happening.
We'll try to get on in the future. That was the plan. Was he sees the clip first, and then I get invited on. Don't jump ahead of me.
He was on a show with the pedophile network. He said he just blocked me, and they were all yucking it up.
H2BH, what the fuck does that mean?
You and then next day she texted you, she's like, "We're still broken up." I'm like, "I know, we just broke up yesterday." So he can't quit me or something?
Well,
by the way, his background is AI. Like, you know it's fake because the M is fucked up in the middle. You have all the imagination of the Earth through AI, and the thing you came up with as a background is just a corner of a room with a window and a computer in it. You could have been anywhere. Huh? What the fuck? Somebody came to him and said, somebody came to him and said, "What do you want your background to be?" And he goes, "Background? What? Like my fucking toilet back here? What do you mean?" He's, by the way, broadcast from his bathroom, I assume. "What do you mean, my bathtub? I don't care. Whatever." No, Kevin, you can make it anything. You could be streaming from inside a factory. You can make it Stuttering John's house or whatever the fuck they talk about in this stream.
He's got a green screen shower curtain.
Yeah, do whatever. Yeah, exactly. Do whatever you want. He goes, "I don't know. Like, make it look like my fucking house, I guess. Like my room." He's never heard of anything beyond that. It was this close to being the inside of his car, by the way. The last thing he remembers before the accident.
We can go like this. Oh, look. So you can go B with the finger, and then you go like a butthole.
No, I'm saying when we go on The View and Joy Behar's like, "What are your fans called?" I'd be like, "I can't say it."
And you got to throw your buttholes up, though. You know how like the Legion of Skanks.
So the Dabbleverse is a universe for retarded people. Do we see this now? Do we understand that Stevie Lou is the youngest guy in it, by the way? It's all just bald dudes coping. The reason a guy in the chat room was like, your hair, cut your fucking hair. I assume they all sound like Kevin Brennan too. Cut your fucking hair, is because these are all bald old men. I had a guy on Twitter earlier today. His reply to my posting of the Kevin Brennan impression was saying, "Does this guy wear a wig?" Now, I replied to him. I didn't know who this was or what he was even talking about. I replied to him. I go, "Kevin, I don't think they make car accident victim wigs." And he replied to that and said, "So he does wear a wig?" Obviously, he's talking about me. And I said, "This sounds like bald cope." You know, I can always tell when a guy is bald because he's got a problem with me having hair. Those are the only people that say there's never a guy with a nice, luscious head of hair himself. It's just cut short. It's always a dude with male pattern baldness. I click on the profile. This dude is an octogenarian, and he's in the Dabbleverse. I've never even heard of him before. Oh my God. I didn't think to even prep this. Can I find him real quick? What was his name? Yeah, here we go. Shmuel Buckman. I'm not kidding. His name is Shmuel Buckman. I guess he was the lawyer from the cartoon we were just watching. Shmuel Talk. He's got a little video here called Shmuel Talk. This is your Dabbleverse, folks. These are the people that can't get over 2006 radio. I'm just going to go straight to the middle. That's the fairest. Look at this. That's a corpse. That's Jigsaw. Okay, somebody found this guy on the autopsy room table and propped him up here as a joke. Shmule.
We need to get this guy on American Idol, America's Got Talent.
Yeah. Even if it's a mouthful. We should accuse this guy of being one of the lemon. Okay, all right, here's what we're going to do. Don't mention, this is the only time I'm going to say this. Do not mention PODAWFUL whatsoever. I'm going to post the link in the YouTube chat. I want you to go to this video, and I just want you to leave a comment saying, aren't you one of the lemon party guys? You can do any variation, any variation on that you want. It's just got to be accusing him of being part of lemon party. Okay, that's what we want out of this. I'm gonna check that after we play this. So I want to see comments. Start making those comments.
That Carl wants to move on.
Wake up, Grandpa.
He wants to move on to our boy Opie.
Random spot. He's talking about Opie. Opie and Anthony from Opie and Anthony. The guy that we were just looking at on Kevin Brennan's screen. He's talking about that guy. His name's Opie N, the letter N. You know what it stands for. Anthony.
And I know that you can see with Shuley, he's been trying to move on to the trainables.
Are you okay?
And
wait, is this guy AI? Is this like a Egon Chalakian?
Please don't talk about our founder, Egon Chalakian, that way.
Kevin Brennan. So,
well,
he
does look AI.
Well, this
Look
guy
at his
might
eyes.
be, but Dr. Egon is a saint, and so.
Our guy, the trainables, has zero interest for me. And like I said, the Kevin Brennan stuff would have interest to me, but
you're on the verge of a forever nap, dirt nap.
It's too shticky or gimmicky the way they do it. And
I'm sorry, Jesse. I actually don't know what these guys are all talking about.
I'll tell you. I'm about to tell you. Once again, folks, Opie and Anthony ruined an entire generation of podcasters. This is not a comedian. This guy's never done comedy. He's not in the business. He shouldn't be using these terms. You shouldn't be saying shtick and hack and all this stuff. They only know it because they heard it on a radio show that brought on actual comedians 50 years ago. And even those guys shouldn't have been saying it. You know, those guys, they're the ones that will call you, the normal man, a civilian. That's not the argument I'm making here, by the way. I'm just saying you don't know what's hack. You don't know what's shtick. You don't know what's going on right in front of your retard eyes. So I don't want to hear these terms from you. Those guys, that was like magic secrets revealed. They shouldn't have been saying these industry terms in front of normies. They shouldn't have done it because it's polluted their minds. Now everything is shtick and everything is try hard and everything is hack. And now these guys wear hack like it's a badge. You know that the Dabbleverse is trying to rebrand itself as the Hackverse, as if that's better. This is what's happening, people. And it's all Senor Opie N. Anthony's fault.
And if I see one more, my dad was dying and I needed you to help me get through the last year super chat.
It's ponderous.
Head to the big stream in the sky because
you're already there, buddy. So let's just. Do we have any comments? Oh my God! Nope. 20. Nope. No, that one kind of blew up quick. This went from nothing to 20 comments. This is crazy. You and the Lemon Boys are legends in the community. Go back and like all these, by the way, too. What the fuck? I knew you looked familiar. I just realized you were one of the guys in the Lemon Party photos. Small world. Lemons make lemonade. Did you make a lemon party of some sort? Loved your sexual prowess on display in the Lemon Party tapes. I'm glad you've expanded your sphere of influence. I think this is the guy on the left from Lemon Party. Are you the guy from Lemon Party? You were great at and this, by the way, this is going to sound like it's just a promo for that podcast that's now called Lemon Party. The Lemon Party guy is still alive? Or those two other old guys you're trainables. I don't even want to know what that means, Stribs. That's fucking frightening. You're the Lemon Party guy, right? I knew you looked familiar. You look exactly like the Lemon Party guy. Lemon Party was great. Meet me for a pizza party. I found him. Lemon, 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 lemon. I love this. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, the Tom Gully.
I'm Tom Gully, and you're watching Is This Live, the show on the PodAWFUL TV network.
Fucking doesn't talk about fucking Lemon Party at
PodAWFUL.pizza.
all.
I love the show. You look like my great grandpa. He was a good old duffer. Oh my God, 2 Lemon Party legends in one place. Yeah, Tom, you didn't follow the rules. Don't try to do your own bit. That's the rule. You never stray. You're straying here. Okay. I kept thinking to myself, where have I seen this guy before? And then it hit me. Lemon Party. You're the Lemon Party guy, right? The third guy who's not doing any kissing. Hey, a good one, Lisa. Hey, I recognize you from Lemon Party. Good to see you doing well. Didn't I see you on Lemon Party? Okay, so you get it. There you go. Let's finish with Severance. We got to talk Severance.
Oh my God.
We got to talk
Jesse.
Severance. So Scott and hang on, don't jump ahead. Scott and I did a whole episode about the black guy from Severance, basically. And both of the black guys from Severance, with a big funny reveal at the end on how I relate to Severance. And if you haven't seen that episode, Primo Web, go check it out. PodAWFUL.pizza. We've been watching Severance. Pretty good show. This season been a little bit of a roller coaster in terms of quality. The season finale was last night. If you don't watch Severance, I'm not going to spoil anything for you that matters, and it doesn't matter if you've never seen it, okay? This is just funny. This is a funny.
Dr. Evil didn't turn up.
We had a funny bet going on. We had a very funny bet going on, okay? And somebody won that bet. Now here's the deal, all right? Season finale was last night. We have been feeling a little iffy about Severance lately, right? Like we kind of started worrying they're not gonna land this plane. Lenny,
the
right?
Past 3 episodes before the finale were kind of weak. Could have been trimmed down to an hour and a half, real tight and good, but
probably only worth one.
Look, I think there was some value there. There was some value in parts of them, but it was drawn out. There's
going to be a real nice fan edit inside this season in the future. Somebody's going to tighten this up, and it's going to be a real nice season. But right now, it's a little murky. But I'll say this: I think the season finale pulled it off, and it was pretty good. And there's actually a lot of really funny parts and stuff like that. Now, before
I made a prediction on that.
Scott. Before the last episode, not this most recent one, but the one before it, I had, every episode I've been making a bold claim about the episode that's about to come out. And I go, I was
more wrong than right.
Actually right every single time. And I would make some bold prediction, and then I would tell everybody in the Discord, this is going to happen in the episode. And then every single time it did, and everybody was like, what the fuck? Name one thing. Name one theory I was wrong about where I said it's going to happen in this episode.
Fire.
I did not say that's going to happen in a specific episode. I never did.
Yeah.
I still think that's going to happen. Obviously, that can't happen until the end of the show. I only said that was going to happen in the season finale when we started making it this crazy fucking thing, which we're about to talk about. Don't fucking try to rip up my good streak here because you're upset that I was fucking right again.
Hey, I made a prediction. As well that was right. You can't take that away from me.
Who gives a shit about you? No, you didn't actually. You were actually wrong about something you said that I kept saying, I don't think so. I don't know.
I will take that, but the musical part, I was definitely right about.
I said okay.
No, I said the in the season
so
with the musical.
I predicted. I said that because I said it was like I said it'll be like that Buffy episode where they do a musical out of nowhere. I know. All right, listen. The prediction I made in the penultimate episode, and this is just to be clear for everybody who doesn't watch. This is out of nowhere to say something like this. If you're not listening to Tool and you know where the pieces fit, This makes no sense to say. There's no lead up for this. I said in this next episode, I'm telling you, they've got these statues inside the building of the CEOs, all the former CEOs of the company on the show. I said, they're going to move. They're going to be like animatronics. And everybody's like, what the? Everybody's like, what the fuck are you talking about, Jesse? I said, I promise you, it's gonna happen. And now I was sure it was gonna happen in the penultimate episode. It did not. So Scott was sitting there going, victory, yay! Jesse was finally wrong. And I said, Scott, I'm gonna take my L, but this is what I said. If it doesn't if it happens in the next episode, I'm willing to take half points, half credit, but I will, I will be so excited that it won't even matter to me. It will feel like full credit. I'm going to gloat and laugh about it forever because I'm telling you, it's going to happen. Again, these are wax figures. There is zero indication that they move, and there's no story reason for it to happen. None. And everyone here was like, Jesse, you so crazy. You're retarded. Ladies and gentlemen, did I spoil it for you, Scott, when I sent you that ha 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 ha?
Okay, I saw that bit, and so I'm like, oh well, of course the statue moved, right? Of course the statue moved, but I didn't know if there was anything below it, so I never opened the message.
Ladies and gentlemen, the statue fucking moved.
How good was that statue scene, though? I really enjoyed.
Listen to me. There is no reason for them to have done this. None. I called an audible out of nowhere. And I said it, by the way. I came up with the theory like 6 episodes ago. I said this is going to happen.
I still believe that you saw that there was an animatronic worker in the credits somewhere. You knew somebody in the industry.
You think they actually used an animatronic? That's so retarded. All right, anyway. It's made to look like an animatronic. It's not an actual robot, Scott. It's fucking movie magic. Listen
you saw Boston Dynamics.
Here's what happened. No, I can tell you the real reason I was able to call it. And all these guys here know it, but you maybe. Where I gave my full reasoning for it. But I think that part's boring, so I'll tell you after the show. But here's what happens. In the episode, they walk into a room. The statue is in a room that it's not normally in. I turn to Kelsey and I go, ah! And she's like, shut up. And I'm like, it's going to move. And by the way, even if it hadn't actually done, a Mr. Roboto thing, I was already right just then because all I claimed was that the statue will have moved somehow. So technically speaking, it already happened in that scene. And I kept...
Yeah. You're using the Mike David theory of it moved. It went somewhere.
I don't understand
the Mike David, it went somewhere, Listen, he's not going anywhere.
That's Mike Allen. Mike David, the red bar guy. I was like, what are you talking about?
They're all the same.
I'm ruining the show for Kelsey because all I can do I'm sitting there shaking. We're holding a laptop watching this, by the way, and you would think we would have some larger screen to watch this on. I kept shaking, going, "Come on, move!" Because I wanted it to really. I was already right, but I wanted it to really happen. They walk away from the statue. It doesn't fucking move, and I'm sitting there. I'm sweating. I'm like, no, come on. We're so fucking close. They took a note out of its hand. It's sitting there watching them. They do a whole 2 or 3 scenes. And the thing is just sitting there.
I thought the hand, when I watched that, I thought they're going to bump the hand when.
Right, yeah,
they're grabbing the note. And I joked. I said, if they bump the hand, that doesn't count. And you argued that does count as the statue moving.
It does count. It would, because that's what I said, is it's moving. I said it would move somehow. That is somehow.
Right.
So but it doesn't matter because I was all the way fucking right. Because like 3 scenes later, so we had gotten to the point where we were joking so hard about this fucking thing the other night that we were devolving into this retarded like guessing what's going to happen, where we said a musical is going to happen, where there's going to be fog machines and lights, and Dr. Evil is going to be there. They're going to address him as if he's like a normal human being, the character Dr. Evil in their world. He's like the new boss. He replaces Mr. Milchick, the black guy. He's like, I'm the new boss now, okay? I want freaking elevators with freaking Severance on them. And we were doing every
Dylan loves chocolate.
Yeah,
we dope.
Yeah, we did every Dr. Evil joke on the planet. And I said it's going to be like the Buffy episode. There's going to be a whole musical number. And there's we're like going all the way out there, wildest thing. And then I started saying it's going to be like Office Space, and they're going to have the one character Irving come back, and he's going to be like Milton, and he's going to burn down the building and all this. We were just doing everything to be silly, but I locked in and said, but just to be clear, I'm 100% all in, serious. At least one of those statues is fucking animatronic and is going to move. No precedent for this whatsoever. 0. They finished this scene. The lights were off during the scene. Lights from places that lights didn't exist before start coming on. Literally smoke machines, green light, smoke machines started coming out. For a second, I thought it was like they were copying Portal even harder than they already do, and they were releasing deadly neurotoxin. I was like, oh, they're killing them. No, it was a smoke machine. They did a fucking musical.
It was crazy.
It was crazy.
And you know, they don't use green.
They go.
You know what I noticed? They don't use green. Green is not a color that they typically.
Well,
use.
green is not a creative color. So,
right. Yeah.
So the robot starts moving and talking out of nowhere. The wax figure becomes an animatronic, starts talking to them. Introduces the big booty black guy. Again, this is not a big spoiler. This part matters the least in the show.
It makes no sense.
It makes no fucking sense. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah.
But it makes no sense. The big booty black guy runs in.
I can't believe they fucking explained the goats.
Hang on.
They explained the goats.
They did not explain the goats. All right, listen, let's not get into the nitty gritty. The big booty black guy comes in and does a whole comedy routine with the robot. And then a marching band comes in, and big booty black guy is an amazing dancer, by the way. They have an entire HBCU doing marching band, and he's doing a step routine in there. It was literally a fucking musical. Nailed it. So I say all this to say, I actually now take full credit. I know I said half credit, but it's too much. It was too much. Listen, I said, it'll at the very least be like a This was 4 scenes worth of animatronic musical nonsense. Okay,
I'll give it to you because the animatronic scene was one of my favorites of the whole.
It was the best
scene.
scene.
I loved the little comedy.
It. You don't give it to me. I'm taking it. It was too much.
I'm giving it to you. I know you really
want
this, so I'm giving it.
I announced I took it.
What I don't give
I announced I took it before you said you're giving it. I announced it. It's already gone.
I told you earlier that I gave.
You can't fire me because I quit. Okay, I've already fucking taken it. It's not possible.
No, you can't take something that
it's already in my possession. It's
you.
Already in my possession. I stole it from you before this conversation even began. I took the credit. You think I wasn't taking the credit when I sent Scott? I was like, I don't know.
Don't make me take back the credit. I'll give you.
You can't take it back. Good fucking luck trying to take it back.
I'll take back the credit. You won't even have any credit.
Here's the deal. I said to him, I'm watching that scene. I'm watching that scene. I go, well, technically speaking, Scott is on the side of the world where they should be seeing this before anybody. So
I had to watch it way later.
I should be allowed to gloat right now. I said I'm going to spoil it for him if he hasn't seen it yet, but I should be allowed. That's when I took the credit, by the way. When I sent you ha 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 ha, spoiling it for you. I didn't say anything else, by the way. All I said was,
I appreciate that.
all I said was ha 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 ha, which technically could have meant like, oh, the finale was bad, or there's like a lot of meanings that could have been.
Yeah.
But we all knew. We all knew.
I didn't go on Reddit. I didn't go on any of the places where I could.
The moment you saw that mannequin, you knew, oh, that's what he was laughing about.
Over. Right? Yeah, you had to have known. When you saw the mannequin, you had to have known I win, right?
Well, yeah. Look, it was a great, got that you got.
And I got you.
It was a great episode.
I got you real bad. That I fucking ruined your life with that one. And Lenny, you sent me a message right after the show. We both watched it right at the, I think we ended it at exactly the same time because you sent me that message right when I wrapped up. You said, I hate you always being right. And I said, ha, 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 ha. I almost threw my laptop. Lenny, you said, I screamed like a lady.
I did.
I feel like, when Wanda sent me the message going, let's go, that was like the same energy. She freaked out about that.
Yeah. There was an episode where Christopher Walken says, Lumen goon. We never said goon. He says goon. We got to clip. Somebody clip that, please. Yeah. Somebody clip him saying, he called me a lumen goon.
That was immediately what I thought when I saw that. It's like, we got to clip that.
Severance rules. Again, Severance is basically what if Portal was a TV show, so it's great. Lenny, you said when the statue was in there. No, I said when the statue was in there, I almost pissed. Lenny, you said I was streaming it to Boat. You guys, so you were in Discord with Boat streaming it to him because he didn't want to wait for the torrent, and you both freaked out. Yeah, that was so fucking funny. That was so good.
Oh man.
And Stella,
it was,
I think,
you know what? It was a good season end. I mean, if you're on the boat around Severance, I think it was a great season. It finished off great.
Did it make up for the lackluster rest of the season?
I think it.
I don't think the whole season was lackluster.
It helped.
I think there was a couple of bad episodes.
It helped. Again, there's a much better edit in there somewhere, but it helped. It helped wrap it up, and it helped make it worthwhile. I think on a rewatch, you're going to be sitting there going, why did we need all this to get to that?
Yeah.
That's going to be the problem on a rewatch. It wasn't that bad. It didn't have the magic energy of the first season, of course, but nothing ever.
I think there's enough for them to do a third season as well.
They're doing a third season. There. Stella sent me a
right. I know that they are, but that's what I mean. They've left enough.
Stella immediately sent me a video saying where they're announcing the third season. They announced the third season today with a YouTube video or some shit. But honestly, if they never even did another season, I'm so happy with the animatronic musical that I'm done. Like that's enough for me. I'm out. I'm
calling out the animatronic for being taller than he was in real life was a great. That was a great joke.
Severance was way too.
I know you've got thoughts on that.
Severance was way too high IQ for a lowly man like me. Well, it's sort of a Tool guy kind of.
Yeah.
Show you kind of you have to have a certain high IQ to enjoy Rick and Morty, Severance, and Tool. Got to work to make something, I don't know what that means. I can't believe he got Ms. Cobell pregnant. Yeah. There's still a lot of loose ends and honestly, I feel like I could take a pretty good crack at doing an edit on that season and making a way better show. And I've already thought it out in my head how that would work, and there'd be at least one less episode. And I do think it would be improved.
But they only did 9 in the first season, so they could do 9 in the
right. Yeah, exactly. And I think the number one way to improve it, start with the fucking mannequin and the musical, put that at the beginning of the season, and go, and then edit over top of it. Jesse was right. Ha ha ha. Scott. Just put that into the fan edit on the torrents out there. For it. All right, that's the show. Pizza party. Who won the free? Okay, we got the free pizza here. So this is the free pizza you can win. It's just 2 slices left. There you go. Some Little Caesars pizza. Who won it? Who won the free pizza? Let me look back here because I got to see who submitted what. So what do we think? I tell you what, let's do it. You know what? Let's do a vote. What was the best clip of the night? What was the funniest thing to go over? Do you guys think?
The 3-headed African was pretty up there.
Good.
I don't know. I only got here late.
It certainly wasn't Lisa's. That's for sure.
It wasn't Lisa's, obviously. Lisa's out.
So it's between the
it's between the 3-headed African and the YNs watching white music. So what do we think? Where is it?
I'm going with the Doug Trio. Yeah.
The Doug Trio. Okay, who submitted that? Smokane submitted that. He submitted the first one too. So Smokane's not here tonight, so unfortunately there was no free pizza given out. So thank you so much, everybody.
He's in the chat.
This has been PodAwful Pizza Party. Guys, henchmen, thank you so much for joining me here. Thank you for submissions on this as well. We'll have a live thread every week for new submissions. I'll post the topic of every new Pizza Party episode for you guys to submit to. PodAwful.pizza, PodAwful.cult. We'll see you there very soon. Monday, free episode on YouTube. And until next time, have an awful day. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Fuck gold.
Bye.
Bye.
Fuck dogs.
Fuck gold.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dan Fraga.
What are you doing, Oak? Are you sucking dick?
Oh, I'm in the back seat of Dan Fraga's car.
You're Dan Fraga's kid.
Maybe next time, Smokane. I hope you join the pizza party next time. You could win a free pizza. It is coming. And we'll have a better pizza next week too. Can't wait.
Will
See you guys
more
there.
of it?
Well, 3 slices.
I'm a killer gorilla.